Saludos, programas, and welcome to another episode of El Juego, a Pathfinder 2E campaign. Uh, I am Adolfo, the nerdy Puerto Rican, and I am a ghost today. Woo! You'll be seeing my hands as I place stuff on our little map here. But I wouldn't be able to play stuff on our little map if I didn't have my awesome players. So I would like to introduce my players, starting off with Connor.
Okay, I'm first. Hi, I'm Connor. I'll be playing Sinisa, the level 2 investigator. She's an Anabaguan dusk walker, and so she is one of the native plant species from the island. And yeah, it's great. I'm super excited to be back.
Yeah, we've had a month off. And then following up Connor, we have Alice.
Hello, I'm Alice. I play your anxious girly Arietti, level 2 monk. Happy to be back.
And then after Alice, we have Magpie.
Howdy, I'm Magpie. I am playing Orion, a Dampier cleric who just carries a big sword. That's his whole vibe.
And finally, we have Anna.
Hi, I'm Anna O'Reilly. I use them pronouns, and I'll be playing Trigby, our sorcerer elf, shadow sorcerer. He, they pronouns.
That's right. All right, beautiful. I am really excited to be back with you all. As you see, there's been some work because we got a thing going on today. In our last Turgent episode, our team they met Orion, the Dampier cleric, and they also met Click, who I should say Callum is not able to be here today. But his character Click is still here. Click is the rat folk ranger. And the team met Orion and Click, and they went to investigate these shadow books that they have taken possession of, and it seems like everyone's kind of like all hot to trot for these books. When they met up with a Valachian mercenary group. So the Valachians are, in essence, lava humanoids that are indigenous to Barikabos, and they were asking some questions. And they figured out that they have to take the books to an island, one of the other islands in the archipelago. So while the group left to procure transportation and all that, doom befell the mercenary group. And as Orion and Click came back to further ask questions of the mercenary group, they found that the mercenary group in their casino had all been killed. And everyone rallied back at Carmen's, which this is the physical representation of Carmen's, which is the hacienda that the team has been staying at. Well, at least Sinisa, Arietti, and Trigvi have been staying at, and they've hid the books in. And as they had kind of rallied and started talking about what their next steps were, a mysterious figure comes stepping through into the courtyard and demanded that the books be returned. So that's where we left off last episode. Do any players have any questions?
No, I have ideas.
Ideas. Ideas are good. Ideas are good. All right, so let me just I have forwarded my players some photos of of the hacienda with some tags, but just so that everyone's on the same page. This right here, so coming from nearest to the camera to farthest, this right here is is an outer wall. You do have a window here and a window here. The windows have wooden shutters on them, on the inside of them. The ceiling is 10 feet high, and the ceiling is this whole area is covered because, as we have stated, the courtyard in the middle of Carmen's is open. Um, you have a wall right here, 10-foot wall that goes up to the roof. You have a 10-foot wall here that goes up to the roof. This is an outer wall. This is an outer wall. Again, right here, there's a window with wooden shutters. This right here is the exit entrance out to the garden area where Sinisa usually likes to stay. This is an outer wall. This would technically be the front of the building. This is the main street that runs in front of the building. There is another window here, again with wooden shutters. This is the main door to Carmen's. The doors are open right now. Unfortunately, well, we'll do this so that to help everyone's immersion. Okay, so the front doors are open. This right here is again 10-foot inner wall, outer wall right here, window right here. This is the check-in office, which, if everyone remembers from the first episode, or if you haven't, you should go check out the first episode. This is where everyone checks in at, and there's just a desk and a chair in the office here. This is a back hallway. As I said, this is a 10-foot wall. This is a 10-foot wall. This coming out over here, this is the kitchen area. The reason why there's nothing in the kitchen is because no one's really been in the kitchen. So no one has seen the kitchen. This right here are the stairs that go up to the second floor. And when we get up to the second floor, then I will change everything accordingly. But as of right now, everyone is on the ground floor. Arietti, you had gone off to inquire about the mask that you had received, and you did get that information off camera. We did talk about that prior to the game. So for right now, you are not with the main group. You are returning. I will advise you when you do show up. So, so yeah. So this individual steps into the courtyard. This individual, he is wearing a very long trench coat. Their hair, they are male presenting. Their hair is long and just it seems very greasy, wet type. They have a goatee, where the hair is a little bit longer. The goatee. They're very thin. And just from the skin that you can see, they're wearing, like I said, they're wearing a long trench coat, one of those highwaymen type coats. In their hand, they do have a beer mug. Right now, their coat is closed, so if they have any weapons, you can't really see them. You, of course, if anyone wants to try to do some sort of investigation or perception, in this case, it would be more of a perception or a badoop, 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 badoop. Yeah, in this case, it would be more of a perception to see if he can see any weapons. Please, by all means, go ahead and give me some rolls. But he steps in and he just very confidently states, "I want my books back."
I think I recall the last time you said they had like on their sort of cloaks they had like a symbol of some, what was it, some shadow cult that I knew.
Yes, yes. They do on their highwayman coat. They do have a symbol on their left sleeve. It's like embroidered in. It's very faded, so it's one of those things that if you look fast, you don't really see it. But it does. It is a symbol of a shadow magic group that you know of.
Yeah, I think because how many people were this? How many? I think you said it was a little group.
Okay, so as
4,
he
right? Yeah.
well, right. So as he speaks, you do. Everyone, give me perception checks.
Okay. Cool. 22.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
14.
All right. So everyone sees standing next to as the individual announces themselves, stepping into the courtyard next to him. Something that some of you might think is strange. Sinisa, you probably don't think this is that strange, but you see with this individual are actually 5 Iguacan, what appear to be maybe like an Iguacan group. Sinisa, you would recognize this as an Iguacan mercenary group. So for the audience and for those that are not in the know, the Iguacan race is also indigenous to Boricabos. The Iguacans, they look like they're like, to give everyone a good picture, they're like Tengu, except they look like your tropical parrots. More specifically, the Puerto Rican blue parrot. Shout out Boricua. Anyway, but so think of your tropical parrots, and that's what they look like. So the ones that are stepping in have very blue feathers on them, and they are wearing. You do see that they are wearing like padded armor, like covering their chest and some of their legs and whatnot. They do all have bows. The one that walks in, their bow is at the ready. The others, they have their bows out. But it's not they're not knocked with arrows.
Right. I clocking them
Trigby,
stand. Yeah, I stand up
hang on one
and I
second.
look. Okay.
Hang on one second. With your perception check, you see two more Iguacan, except these Iguacan, they have green feathers and they are wearing just regular like clothing. And they have necklaces with some with some iconology and whatnot hanging from the necklaces. You see, and also this one back Iguacan Trigvi, you see that they actually are holding Carmen, and Carmen has been knocked out. Okay, go ahead.
No. Okay, now it's war. No. Yeah, he stands up and he looks towards the sort of leader, the shadow guy, and in shadow tongue
Mhm.
will say, "Why are you interfering with my mission? I have these people right where I want them."
To which he responds, "My mission is," he responds back in Shadow Tongue, "My mission is much more important than your piddly wants and needs. My mission affects the fate of the realm."
I was not informed of this mission. I was told to get the books, so I nearly have them.
To which he, go ahead. Are you?
I'm lying, obviously.
Okay, so go ahead. Go ahead and give me a deception check.
Yeah. Awful. 6.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Was worth a shot.
Yeah, no, he cracks a smile and he's like, "Do you think I was born?" And at this point, he has dropped the Shadow Tongue and he's speaking in common. "Do you think I was born yesterday? Do you think that you can just fool me with your frippery and your false attempts? I am on a much higher mission than you could ever think of. That's why I had that group of lava folk killed. Now, I want my books, and I want them now. That one big lava folk in his dying breath told us that you all had them or might know where I can find them. I'm
Have
done
you
with
tried the library?
What'd you say, Trigby?
Have you tried the library?
To which he gives you a very sharp look, and he says, "They were stolen from the library." So Orion, do you want to? We're not in combat yet, but did you want to say or do or prep anything right now?
While this whole conversation is kind of going on, I feel like Orion's kind of hanging back a little bit because he can see how this is going. He'll kind of bow his head and quietly mutter to himself, Aldenion, help me with your grace to wield your weapons and shield me with your power. Bring us to victory and guide us fairly. In your name, I act as your blade and serve you through action. And he'll kind of hold his hands up to receive power.
Okay. Alrighty. To which you thematically you do start to feel Gorm's power start to manifest inside you. Thematically, it's kind of like the start of the Kamehameha. You're at the first minute of the episode long casting of Kamehameha. Just kidding. But yeah. Sinisa. Again, combat has not started. While all this is going on, did you want to do something?
Yeah. So I think at first, Sinisa is like ducked down a bit, like meekly hiding, with just big old eyeballs scanning right over the top of the table. And at first, she wants to scan these dudes to see what's under their coats. Like, what are they hiding? Like, it's hot outside. Why are you wearing such weirdness, you weirdos? And then get a little distracted to like look over at Orion, like, what are you? Okay, that's weird. And then back over to the dude. So I would like to try and determine what more information about their combat capabilities, I guess, their armaments, anything that I can use in the ensuing theoretical.
So go ahead. Did you want to use one of your investigator shenanigans to assist with this?
I kind of do, actually. I think if you let me full combo my whole my whole class all at once. I want to try and nope, never mind. Can't. Has it been a minute? Has this conversation been happening for one minuto?
Yeah, it has been. What we're gonna say, it's been going on for a minute.
Okay, cool. Then I would like to pursue a lead. So I will spend a minute examining the details of one potential clue. The clue being this dude and why he's all weird and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, which then is going to set me up for other fun stuff for my class. So I guess as a part of that, can I specifically look for the question of what's
What's it?
his
Combat readiness.
armor? Yeah, yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Yep. Go.
Emphasis
Go.
on
Go
how
right.
can I break this dude?
Yep. Go right ahead. Boop.
Okay, so that is an 18 total.
Okay. So with an 18, the it looks like this coat that he's wearing it is a heavier leather, so unfortunately you can't get any, you don't see any like any impressions of weapons that he might be hiding underneath it, or any glints of steel that might be there. But you would deduce that this coat that he's wearing would be considered a leather type armor, mechanically speaking. That would give you that you're leaning to think that this dude is not so much like a get in your face type individual. Um, Especially with the blue feathered iguacans that are with him, because the blue feathered iguacans that are with him, they look like they work out. So
Okay,
okay, anything else?
cool. Yeah,
All right, cool.
I'm gonna have that information, and I am good to go.
Okay, Arietti. So Arietti, you have had your conversation off screen, and you're actually running back to Carmen's. And as you get to Carmen's, you see that the front doors are open, and you hear, of course, because the building is made out of stone, and how the sound echoes, you do hear heated conversation coming from inside. And before you get into view, you see that the front doors of Carmen's are wide open. You see a green feathered iguacan standing there, and they look as I described, but their focus is on the inside of what's happening in Carmen's. And Arietti, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Uh, 21.
21. Okay, so with your perception check, not only do you see the green feathered iguacan that is where did my pencil go? The green feathered iguacan that's standing outside, but you do peg 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue feathered iguacans that currently have short bows, that are standing with this humanoid looking individual. You do see that blue feathered iguacan number 4, so we will call him Blue 4, has Carmen, and Carmen appears to be knocked out. And he's holding Carmen. And you do, with your 22, you do peg that there is another green feathered iguacan just inside the door in this hallway. Again, everyone's focus is out. I'm sorry. Everyone's focus is in the courtyard right now. What would combat has not started? What would you like to do?
I don't really want them to see me yet.
Okay.
So I'm thinking I kind of want to stay kind of outside the door. But I definitely want to get Carmen away from them. So that's like what I'm preparing to get ready to do should
Okay.
stuff break out or they try to leave with her type deal.
Sure. So, what I'm hearing is you would like to go stealth.
Yes.
Okay, can I have a stealth roll, please?
Okay. That is a 22.
22. Okay. Um. So yeah, describe to everyone how you go stealth.
So I'm, walking up just like, yeah, I'm coming back to Carmen's, and then I see everything's all sorts of wrong. And I don't know, it feels kind of cartoony in my mind. She just very is like, oh, but then kind of like dramatic, large tiptoes up
Okay.
to the door, kind
Okay.
of peeking in.
Okay. So then we're gonna
Yes,
put
right there's.
right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So Arietti Scooby Doo tiptoes
Yes.
to the
Precisely.
door and is peeking from around the corner. Arietti, I do need to remind you that you do need to activate the mask.
Yeah, but it's a free action, and I can do that in
Indeed.
combat.
So is the mask activated right now, or are
No.
you in? Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So back to the person. So he looks at everyone at the table and says, "So, are you going to tell me where the books are, or are we going to have to do this another way?"
Orion will immediately kind of grin, sort of stand and go to pull his great sword, and will say, "Well, why don't you come and get them?"
Okay.
And just runs straight at them.
Okay, well, so with that, we are going to go into initiative and we are going to go into fight mode. All those at home, if you have some epic fight music, go ahead and start your soundtracks because we're not going to get copywritten here. Let's get initiative rolls.
23.
That's a 10. What do I add to it?
Your perception.
Perception.
Perception. That's a 16.
16.
Also 23.
Ooh.
Oh.
Got 2 16s and 2 23s.
Ready. Between Trigvi and Sinisa, who has the higher perception?
I've got +6.
I have +9.
Yeah, I figured. It makes
Okay,
sense.
It's that
Sinisa,
whole
you go.
class build, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. All right, here we go. So Sinisa, you get to go first. So mechanically, where we're at right now, Orion has done that. Has just started to pull their sword, and they have lunged forward, and are in an epic pose of epicness. Drawing. Orion, is your sword sheathed on your back?
I'm going to say yes.
All right, cool. So Orion, right? Mechanically, Orion is in an epic pose, like with great sword half sheathed out of their back. So Sinisa, go ahead.
Okay. So, do you want the mechanical piece by piece first, or do you want my overall dumb idea first?
No,
What would be better for you?
Let's do mechanical first, and then you can explain everything thematically.
Cool. Fantastic. So, I'm going to use what's it called? You were right here, Becky. Oh, there you are. Devise a stratagem. So this is a single action. The that I can do once per round, and it's where I assess my foe's weaknesses in combat. So to piggyback off of my pursue a lead from earlier, I want to assess the weaknesses in combat and formulate a plan of attack against the main dude who was talking, who's right on the other side of the table. So I'm going to make a. I'm going to roll a d20, and then I save this d20 value for if I do a strike or similar against that individual, and I can substitute my intelligence instead of my strength or dexterity.
Cool.
Awesome. So that's a
So that's your
19
first action?
on my die.
Nice.
Yes, that's my first action.
Okay.
For my second action, I believe what I'm going to do is move and go under the table and right like at his knee level. And I'm going to use. This is where I'm a little torn, but I'm going to use.
So you want to. So you want to end up in front of him?
Ideally, I'd like to end up in his jacket.
Ideally in your stack, and you are a small.
Yes.
Okay, so mechanically, we will put you. Yeah, we'll put you here. Thematically, you're like trying to get on top of him to crawl into his jacket. Okay.
Yeah, my I want to also for my this actually isn't an action, it's just another piggyback. So I have the athletic strategist feat from my investigator class. So that allows me to use my devise a stratagem instead of just to modify a strike. I can also use it to modify a disarm, grapple, shove, or trip attempt. So I'm going to attempt to trip him by using the 19 on die plus my intelligence instead of using my strength or dexterity for the athletic move like you would normally do. So this one's also just a free modifier. So I'm 2 actions in. For my third action, I'm going to, I guess it's a modified trip attempt.
Okay.
Right? Yes. With a 19 plus my intelligence is a +4.
Okay.
Yes. And my
So mechanically you are able to trip him, and he does fall prone.
Cool. Then the overall vision of that is like Sinisa gets like big old zoomy eyes and just pew and goes right for like the knee and gets inside the bottom of the jacket and just like latches on. And thematically, I'd like to bite him, but not for like damage, but just to be like gah, 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 and like get him so that way he falls over in front of all of his mercenaries. And I want to be like inside his jacket, wrapped around his leg for a moment to just nom 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 nom, and then that will be my actions in my turn.
Excellent. All right. So Sinisa, what I'm going to do, since you are actually on top of him, I'm gonna move your piece over here. All right. I unfortunately don't have anything to put down. Can you remember that you are on top of him?
I'll remember this moment for the rest of my life, Adolfo. I promise you not.
Excellent. Woohoo! That's what I love. All right. Trigvi, you are next. Go ahead.
Yes. Is anyone the shadow guy, is any of the other enemies like within 5 foot of him?
Of him?
Yeah.
So you have.
I can't really see it well on that map, but.
Yep. Nope. I gotcha. So within 5 feet of him, you have numbers 1, 2, and 3 are all within 5 feet of him.
Amazing. I'm going to cast Bane, which is a 5 foot emanation. So what that looks like is that just these shadows sort of quickly like slip out almost out of Trigvy's feet and like just like roots very quickly crawl against the floor and try and sort of take hold of the others, like the enemies briefly. They have to make a will save.
Will. Okay.
DC is 18, by the way.
DC 18. Okay, so number 1 makes the will save. 2 and 3 do not make the will save. So
And
what?
the guy, it's themselves.
Oh, and the
Yeah, all enemies in the area. So
okay.
wait, so one made
Yeah.
it and 2 and 3 didn't.
And the individual with the highwayman jacket, he makes it as well.
He makes okay. So only 2 and 3 are baned.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So they have a -1 penalty to attack rolls as long as they are in the area. And then for my last action, I'm going to try and demoralize the shadow guy.
Okay.
And I think they're going to say like, these books are not worth it. Try leaving with your life. Something like that. And then I have to make a intimidation. That is a math 23 against their will.
He makes it.
Yeah.
He's not demoralized.
Wait, that is what is he? He has a DC of 23. I think it's against their
against their will.
will.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Then that was my turn.
Okay. All right. So now the blue feathered Iguacans get to go. This first one, for their first action, they take a short run and jump, and they jump up here onto the table. Well, he was the one that made the save on the Bane, so that he's fine. I'm gonna move them first, and then do the things. When 3 and 2 move out of the 5-foot area, do they take Bane with them, or is Bane just in this area?
No, it doesn't move with them, so they're just out of the area.
Okay.
But the Bane does stay in that area, so it's just like this like patch of like shadow that's kind of on the ground. Because I am concentrating on it.
Okay, cool.
And I can with every round I can use an action to increase it by 5 feet. So it is still there, but they can move out of it, and then they're not baned.
Got it. Okay. So then this individual, 5, 10, 15, is going to, with their move, come here. This individual, he yells, "Get the books!" So this one just runs. And makes it here, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yes. And makes it here. And it looks like they are heading towards the staircase. This individual will actually 5, 10, 15. Will actually move up here. As they move up, he will spend one action to stow his bow, and then he will spend another action to pull 2 daggers. And with his move, he's done. So he has 2 daggers out now, and that's number 5. And number 4, who has Carmen, you hear him say,
So I have a question.
yes.
Because I was waiting for this kind of thing, would I have a reaction to him moving because I had said I was waiting for the stuff to move, or do I have to wait for my initiative?
You
Because
would have
I did
had.
have a prepared action.
Sure. Then you have prepared action. What was the trigger of the prepared action?
For the person holding, like if they're trying to leave or move with Carmen.
Okay. And what is the reaction?
I'm gonna try to disarm him and take her from him.
Okay. All right. So then, yes, he does try to move out, and he gets to here. So yeah, that does trigger your prepared action.
Okay, so I would disarm then, which would be an athletics check.
Okay.
Okay. That's going to be a 27.
Okay. So you are actually critically successful with that. So go ahead and describe how you're disarming what you're doing.
It's just going to be a surprise elbow to the face. Hopefully that, startles them, and then I just carefully take sort of like like a dance, I guess, right? It's like surprise elbow. Oh, I'll take this, thank you, and I spin away, and I would like to gently lay her on the ground if possible.
Okay. Well, for the elbow for the face, that would be you would have to try to.
That was for flavor. If you don't want me to have that, that's fine.
Okay. So then, let's say this. You attempt you feign an elbow to the face, which they react, and they kind of let go of Carmen, and you are able to get Carmen from the blue iguacan. You said you want to set Carmen down right there, or
like behind the door, like in a safe, protected spot, just away
okay,
from the person.
okay, all right. So you set Carmen down, which is actually kind of comical because you're so small and Carmen is so big, but
Yes.
you do the thing. So Carmen is safe, and you know what? We will just because it might be a thing. This four-sided die right here is Carmen. So, okay. All right. So all the blue iguacans have moved. So now this one right here fires arrow at Orion.
Oh no.
Orion, what is your AC?
16.
Okay. So they definitely hit 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23, 16. Okay. All right, cool. Yep. So they definitely hit you, and you take 2 damage from the arrow.
Okay.
Bu-bu-bu-bu-bum. Okay, this one is going to try to, since you're in their face, Arietti, they're going to interact, pull they're going to pull just one knife out. Arietti, you also see that this blue guacan has a buckler attached to their wrist, as if like a bowman's buckler type situation. So interaction, they will pull a knife, and then they will attempt to strike you with the knife. Arietti, what is your AC?
20.
Okay. So they do not hit with the knife strike. This one is just beat feeding. This one, this one. This one is going to launch an arrow at Trigvi.
Sure.
Trigvi, what's your AC?
18.
18. So the arrow just misses. Just misses you. So, and then that's it for all the blue Aguakins. Orion, it is your turn.
So I feel like he would have started kind of going for the great axe, not great axe, with the great sword, but then kind of took the arrow sort of like towards the shoulder. So instead is going to lash out a set of kind of clawed fingers. And I would like to use Grim Tendrils at whoever had a go at him.
Sure. So that we're going to say that's blue 3.
Cool, cool. So how do I do this? So it's do 2d4 negative damage and 1 persistent bleed damage to creatures in the line. Each living creature in the line must attempt a fortitude save.
Fortitude save coming up.
Ah. And it's a DC of 18.
Nope.
Ooh. So is that 2d4? Where's my little pyramid, guys?
And we are just going to turn you to face just so as a reminder that you are going after B3.
Cool, cool. I think if there's anyone in that line, do they get the same sort of thing?
It's just there's no one else. It's just you and B3.
Me and that dude. Cool. So that's a 3 and a 1. So that's a 4. So he'll kind of stretch his hands out and kind of from the pauldrons that he wears with the tattered red fabric on them, just black mist starts to curl off them, sort of pulls in his elbow ditch and then shoots out sort of like from his fingertips and just swarms through their nose, in their mouth, in their ears, and then blasts backwards.
Okay. Nice. And that was 4 damage?
Yes. If it was
Okay.
a failure, it's full damage. If it's a critical failure, takes double negative damage and double persistent bleed damage, and there's 1 persistent bleed to living creatures in the line.
Yep. It was not a critical failure, so
Cool.
so it's just that. All right, cool, excellent. And I believe that was that. Just double check. That might just be 2 actions, so you might still have an action left if you want to move. Just
That is 2 actions. It's 2
okay.
of the little triangle
Yep.
dudes.
Yep.
So he's gonna run up to. Was it B3? We said
B3 in the corner. Yep.
he's gonna
Yep.
run up
B3 in
to
the corner.
B3
Okay.
and like
5.
skid
Yep.
down to his knees.
Okay. Epic. All right. So now, Ariete, you had your prepared action had gone off. It is now your regular action.
Okay, so just to clarify, a disarm is 1 action. So I have 2 left. Is that correct?
Well, no. So your prepared action.
So I get my whole action economy, even
Yes.
though I
Yes.
okay. All right,
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
And I'm looking at one guy who's armed with a dagger.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to disarm again. Just nope. You don't have a dagger.
Okay.
20.
Ha ha! So as you go to try to disarm him, he pulls his hand back, and you fail the disarm.
Okay, that's all right. I'm going to. After I went for the dagger, I'm gonna go for a flurry of blows.
Okay.
Which is 2 attacks for a single action, I believe. trying to find it. And I have been unsuccessful, but that is okay. All right. So the first hit is 15 to
Okay.
hit.
Yes. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Okay.
You're 2 inches shy.
All right. The next one is much better. 23.
That will hit.
Okay. That's a total of 7.
Okay.
Mm, And then I have 1 action left. I've been looking for that like cheat sheet on the actions, and I haven't been able to find it. I opened the drive and everything. I don't
Okay.
see it there.
Sure. Describe to me what you want to try to do, and we'll go from there for your last action.
I was gonna try to hit him again. I know there's a penalty for a multi-attack.
Yep. It's a -5.
-5. Sure, why not? Let's give it a try.
Okay.
This is just gonna be a regular, not a flurry. And the 13's gonna miss.
Okay. All right. So that is your turn. It is now the green feathered iguacan's turn. So just on the inside of this door, standing right next to you is a green feathered iguacan. I'm gonna
Oh,
move.
I thought. All right, never mind. Cool.
I'm gonna move the door just so you.
So I can actually see him.
Yep.
Thanks.
And this green feathered iguacan, as you stand there, they are in the box. 12. What is your AC? 20?
Yeah.
Okay, so they try to reach out and touch you, but they miss. And then you can tell as they reach out to try to touch you, you hear them mutter under their breath, "Fuego," and you see their hand all of a sudden catch fire as this fiery hand whiffs by you. With his last action, he is actually going to move. He he's gonna move there. And that's gonna end his turn. This one is actually going to disappear here. So that's the first action. Second action, I am going to allow Trigvi, Orion, Trigvi and Orion, go ahead and give me perception checks.
20, but not natural.
Okay.
24.
Okay. All right. So you okay, yeah. So you don't notice this. I will give this to Click though. He says that one, it looks like that one green feathered individual is in the corner just standing there. To which all of a sudden everyone right here, you see almost as if a rip in the plains opens up, and out pops this fiery elemental made of ash and cinder and what like maybe looks like magma smoke emanates off of him in a 5 foot radius. And they kind of sort of Trigby and Orion. You all see this. It kind of sort of looks like a rat. And that is going to be the green feathered Iguacan's turns. And now the faceless individual, Sinisa. So you're on top of this faceless individual, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff.
I'm very excited.
Okay, so this individual raises a hand and goes to strike you.
Huh?
However, go ahead. Give me a quick perception check.
It's a 14.
14. All right.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
you
a
notice
15 if this is in addition to my pursue a lead, but I don't think it is. So 14?
it. No,
14.
it is in addition to your pursue a
Oh,
lead.
then 15.
So you notice as this individual, as their hand raises up, their hand looks like a normal human hand as they raise it up to strike you, but as it comes down, you see these nails just like extend like sharp, craggy claws as they come down. What is your AC?
It is an 18 because I don't have my shield raised.
Okay. So, oh boy.
That'd be okay.
Okay. So it doesn't crit on you.
Oh, good. That's nice.
But it does do 5, 6, 7. It does do 7 slashing to you.
Okay.
And you feel the nails sink into you. As it well, that doesn't help. Actually, no. But it does. It will, with its strike, it will try to like smack you off. So I am. So it did the damage, 7 slashing. Athletics check to knock you off. 4. Nope. Okay, so 14. I
Is
need
this
a reflex. Yep, go ahead.
sorry, is this the dude that's on the ground that I'm on top of?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Yes. You need a
So-
reflex save?
Yes, please.
Okay. That is a 14 on die plus 9. So 23.
Okay. So you do still get hit by this individual's claws. You do take the 7 slashing damage. They are unsuccessful in trying to smack you off. And they, for their last thing, they are going to mechanically they're going to stand. However, thematically they're standing and they're like slapping at you to try to get you off.
Cool. Yeah. Cool.
Okay. And it's back up to you, Sinisa.
Oh, good. Thank you for giving me a reason to do this. How for the sake of the stream, how gruesome are we allowed to be in terms of like attacks and stuff? Are we just like
Let's go
gloves off
PG-13.
now?
Let's go
Kind of thing?
PG-13. PG-13.
Cool. Perfect. Love it. Okay. I love it. Fantastic. So for my first action, I'm once again going to devise a stratagem to see about attacking this same dude. I think Sinisa's eyes go from like zoomy eyes down to like pinpricks, and then back up to like furious zoomies.
Okay.
Okay. So that's a natural 20. So that's
Okay.
first action. I'm going to piggyback off of that with the thing that I guess I didn't need to last time. So I also have strategic strike. So when I make a strike that adds my intelligence modifier instead of my dexterity or strength, I get to add 1d6 of precision damage.
Okay.
So I'm definitely going to strike this dude. And so yeah, for my second action, I'm going to strike. Could I also, as a part of my
Wait.
devise strategy? Oh, good. I'm ready.
What did you roll the 20 for?
The 20 was for my devise a stratagem, so I get to hold that 20, so it
Oh,
substitutes
I got it.
my first
Yeah, that's
strike.
right. That's right. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
So my
Okay,
first
go ahead.
strike will be made with a natural 20 on die plus my other nonsense.
Uh-huh.
So I also have known weaknesses, which when I make a devise a stratagem roll, or whenever I devise a stratagem, I can also attempt a check to recall knowledge as a part of that action.
Okay.
And that gives me another circumstance bonus depending on how that goes. So I would like to recall knowledge anatomically. I guess this is how this would work. I want to recall knowledge on like what I know about human weak points
Sure.
because this dude appears to be human, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll do a recall knowledge. What would you like me to roll for that?
Recall knowledge.
I have like regional lore. I have medicine.
Yeah, let's do a medicine because this is definitely a
Okay.
humanoid. This is a human. So
Cool. All right. Well, that's a 10. Yes, that's a 10.
yeah. So you think that you know where to hit him?
Okay. Cool. Awesome. All right. So that's all my
But
first action. Now for my second action, I'm going. Oh, good.
But
Yeah.
mechanically, that it's not. It
Uh-huh.
doesn't beat the DC, so you won't get any bonuses.
Perfect.
But
That's
thematically,
perfect.
yeah, you know
I can ignore
where to smack him.
this other paragraph of text. Man, who knew playing an investigator would be so much reading? Okay, so for my second action, I'm going to strike, and I'm going to strike. I'm going to do an unarmed fist with strategic strike, using that natural 20, and I want to punch his kneecap to try and like dislocate his knee.
Okay.
Is my attempt.
All right. Sure. Go ahead with the strike.
Okay, cool. So the strike roll is that natural 20 from devise a stratagem plus
Right.
4.
Okay.
Plus.
So you hit him.
1.
Plus 4 plus 1. Okay.
Yes. So
then
25.
you hit him.
Cool. And now I do.
You are
damage.
successful.
Yes. Yay! Is it a super awesome critical successful?
No. Just successful.
Okay. Cool. All right. Then I'm gonna roll a d6 and a d4. So that is 3 for my d4, which is my fist attack, plus 5 for my strategic strike, plus 2 for my strength mod. So that's 10 damage total.
Okay.
To his knee.
Okay, so I am just going to give this to you since you are so tuned in on this individual. You punch this individual's knee, all right? And
Okay.
as you punch the knee, when you instead of hitting what you would think is, bone, skin, the normal human thing, as you hit his knee, you feel like a ripple, like when something hits jelly, type
Huh.
thing.
I know I
And
like that.
and you feel as if only half of your bludgeoning strike with a fist goes through.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
All right. Anything else?
Yes, I have one more thing because that
Okay.
is terrifying. So please excuse me while I
Sure. Yeah.
backpedal
Yep.
excessively. Okay, so I'm also going to. Is it if I pull an item out? Is that one action, and then activating is another action?
So I will allow free interaction to pull. Under
Okay.
the thought that it's on your person, you're an adventurer, you know where all your stuff is, so you can pull for free.
Right.
But then to activate, I believe activate is its own activation actions. Yeah, so to activate something that would be one action.
Okay. Cool. So with my remaining action, I'm gonna pull a smoke stick out off of like my side little bandolier, and I'm gonna
Mhm.
crack it, which then produces thick, opaque smoke. I'm trying to like smoke bomb myself and this guy,
Okay, sure.
to give me
Sure.
a chance to then probably escape the next time. So yeah, it's a 5 foot burst of smoke that
Okay.
conceals all
I
areas
think I
within that area
also
are concealed.
I'm also standing there if I recall correctly.
Right. So basically, we're gonna say this square for right now. There's smoke. What status does that give your smoke stick?
I shall read. With a sharp twist of this item, you instantly create a screen of thick, opaque smoke in a burst centered on one corner of your space. All creatures within that area are concealed, and all other creatures
Concealed.
are concealed to them. Yeah.
Okay.
Smoke lasts for 1 minute or until dispersed by a strong wind. So, yeah. So I'm just gonna be like, oh no, crack, and then smoke, and that'll be the end of my actions.
Got it. So what happens when something is concealed is if you're gonna do any sort of strike um, or any when you try to target a creature that is concealed, the first thing you have to do is beat a DC 5 flat check. Once you beat that DC 5 flat check, then you can actually attempt to do the thing. So, and that is going on in this square right here, centered on this guy. Oop. So, Trigby, it is your turn.
Right, so I'm concealed now. Is the shadow guy up on his feet yet?
He has stood up. Yes.
Cool. First thing I'm going to do is continue to concentrate on my bane. So what happens is that where the bane is, it now 10 foot, and everyone who succeeded before, everyone who is now into this circle has to make the save again. So the people who previously made a save and failed don't have to do it again, if I'm reading it correctly, because I think they were.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't say they're immune, but it says people that weren't yet affected. I don't know if that means that people, if they've moved out, they have to redo the save or not.
Well, we had I did ask about that, and currently, so the bane is affecting this area, so I'm treating it as a area of effect. So
Yeah, but it says so when I use a constraint to increase the radius, if you will. It says
yes,
force
okay,
enemies in the area that weren't yet affected to attempt another
got it.
saving throw.
Yep.
But it doesn't
Nope.
mention anything about So I think they all have to do it again.
Yep. Okay. So what's the
It's
the
now
DC
10
setting?
foot.
Okay,
The
excellent.
DC is 18.
Okay. So this individual right here actually was in the original cloud, and he succeeded the saving throw.
Yeah, but he had to then that weren't yet affected. I think. Wait, it's a bit vague how they put it. Creating the area that weren't yet affected. Attempt, and it says attempt another saving throw. So.
Okay, so I'm just
you
gonna
might
have
to
everyone.
redo it.
I'm gonna have everyone in the 10-foot square make a saving throw then.
Okay.
Okay, so blue 1 fails.
So 1 fails.
Green 1 makes it. And blue 5 fails. And the shadow guy fails again.
Cool. I think he succeeded last time, didn't he?
He did succeed last time, yeah.
Okay, so it fails now. Okay, so they'll have a -1 penalty to attack rolls as long as they're in the area. And then I'm going to my rainy actions grab this guy sort of by his jaw really quickly and use chill touch, so like these sort of shadowy lines like go like on his skin, which means fortitude save.
Okay, and that's on blue 5?
No, that's on the shadow, the one because he's right in front of me, if I recall correctly.
Sure. Yep. What's the DC on the fort?
18.
He fails.
Okay, cool. Not a critical failure, right?
Nope.
Okay, cool. That is 5 points of negative damage.
Okay.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. So blue 5 is going to with their 2 knives they are going to attempt to stab you with
Me?
Yep. So blue 5 is right here.
Okay, so yeah, so they get that one gets a -1 to their attack rolls.
Yep, and they miss.
Cool,
with
cool.
the first, your AC is 20.
No, 18.
18. Oh, so
But
with
they
the
also, but they also get a penalty on the multiple attack penalty, right? On the second attacks.
Because they are a creature, they have a feat that actually their second strike
Annoying.
is
annoying.
a 0.
Okay.
So so they do actually hit you with 3 piercing off the knife. Seeing
Cool.
what you did to the shadow dude, they are actually going to
Run. That's the incorrect action.
Let's see if they. Yep. So they're stopped right here. All right, we're gonna move this and just remember that that's there. They're gonna stop right there. On the move, they do sheathe their knife, and they look like they are going to pull their bow back out. But they haven't done that yet. So this individual, it has disappeared. All right, Orion. Yours. Blue 3 drops their bow. That's a free action. Pulls a knife. 1 goes to stab at ye, Orion. What's your AC?
16.
Misses. You see, much like this individual out here, Blue 3 does have a buckler attached. It's an archer's buckler that is attached to their wrist. So their final action is they raise it, which boosts their AC up by 1. And that's that. Arietti, this dude is going to try to stab you. First attack misses. There, and then they are going to move and then final action is they raise their buckler so that they too increase their AC. And that's it for all the blues. Orion, your turn.
Cool. So as his guy sort of lashes out to try and stab him, would it make sense, and I'm not sure how this would work mechanically, that Orion could bite him? Just straight on the forearm.
So that would be considered a melee strike.
Okay. 1 second.
So it's your proficiency. Do you have a bite attack?
I have
As a Dampier?
fangs. Yes, so it's attack
Okay.
bonus is +5 the first time round.
Yep. So you can bite him with that +5 bonus.
Cool. So is it just I roll and then add 5 to it?
Yep. Mhm.
Cool. Love a bit of that. That's a 16.
Because
with
the
5
individual
added.
because this individual did raise their shield,
Mhm.
or their buckler, I should say. Mechanically, you miss. Thematically, your bite bounces off their buckler.
Cool. No worries. Bum. So with that, he's then going to think, okay, physical attacks aren't going to work, and is just going to try and grab this guy, sort of either side of the head, and will cast Daze.
Okay.
Cloud the target's mind and daze it with a mental jolt. Dun dun dun. Must attempt a basic will save. DC 18.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
And they fail.
Ooh. So that is 4 mental damage. So he will literally just kind of try and bite, realizes that doesn't work, and then will continue his way forward. Will just grab this guy either side of the head, will dig his fingernails sort of into just behind his temples, and will just kind of mutter, sort of under his breath, "We're not playing games today. Sleep." And we'll just try and daze him.
Okay. So he what was the DC again? I'm sorry.
That was an 18.
18. All right, they don't critically fail. But you are successful in dazing him with dealing the damage with daze.
Cool. So that's 4 mental damage.
It is 1d6 mental damage.
Ooh, hold the line, Carla. That's a 6.
Nice.
I normally would say 9
Nice.
because once I very confidently rolled a d6, rolled a 6, and was like, it's a 9, so I have to use ones with lines because maths.
Okay. All right. And so the casting of the spell is 2 actions.
Yes.
So then that's it for Orion. Arietti, it is your turn.
Okay. So I think I'm probably gonna run up to the blue.
Okay.
Do. Sup. Thought you could get away from me. I'll do a flurry of
Okay.
blows.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I have my sheet open somewhere. Here it is. Sorry. 16.
Misses.
Okay. I do so much better on the second roll. 5. I think it's a 17.
Misses.
Okay. Then I'm gonna attempt to disarm.
Okay.
24.
They move. What are you trying to disarm? The knife?
Yeah.
They are able to move the knife out of the way and are not disarmed.
Okay. And my turn.
Okay. All right. So now that brings us to the greens. So this green feathered Iguacan, Trigvi points to you. And
Rude.
oh wait, nope. They got to do the thing. Do I want them? Yep, nope, they're committed. So they're gonna go right here. So they are in front of you right there. And
Fun.
they are going to reach out to touch you.
Rude.
And ooh, okay. So they do touch you. And as they touch you, they start muttering. Words, and you see their hand turns like a sickly, greeny, as if infected. I need a fortitude save from you, please.
Okay. Which one of my dice won't betray me? This one. No, it did betray me. That is 11.
An 11. Okay. So you have goblin pox, stage 1.
What?
Yep.
Okay, what does it do?
So goblin pox. Hang on one second.
That's rude.
All right, so the target is afflicted with goblin pox at stage 1. So goblin pox, creatures that have goblin. All right, so stage 1, you get the sickened condition for 1 round,
I hate sickening. Okay.
and
yes.
sickened.
I will add it. Yeah, I just get like a penalty of 1 to all my checks and DCs. That's
Yes. Yep. Yep.
okay. It's 1 route though. That's fine.
And it's just 1 round. Yep. And that's their turn. So now this fiery mouse-looking thing, it sees you, Orion, down the hall.
Mm-hmm.
And yep, it comes down here. Boop, 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 boop. And as it gets within 5 feet of you, you are within its. You start smelling, and you are within its fetid fumes.
Nice.
So I need a fortitude save from you, please.
Bum, bum, bum. Do
Oh,
I
and I need
add
a
one?
fortitude save on this
Oh,
one.
sweet.
He fails as well.
That's an 11.
Okay. So not only you. Oh, yeah. So not only you, but the blue feathered iguacan that you were fighting. You are actually no. He's just outside of the. He's just outside of the smoke. So, the smoke effects is affecting these areas right here. Boom, 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 boom. So the fetid fumes. You are sickened 1, and you are concealed by smoke.
Ooh.
You can add if your
And
sheet see conditions. You can add the second condition. It will automatically apply everything to your sheet. What it
1
does.
second. Where does that live?
On top next to the thing that said hit points, and that little thing where it says conditions. Just add plus and then second.
Thank you. I will get this.
yep. So sickened 1. Oh, come on. Do 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 do. So sickened, you get -2 any check, a -1 to any checks that you attempt. And that includes like attack rolls and what have you.
And your
that
AC, which is fun.
Oh.
and your AC.
My notoriously high AC. That thing that's
Yep.
really high.
And so that's just this thing's aura. And it's gonna try to bite you.
That's my thing.
And it misses as a flaming maw just like snaps just short of hitting you. And that is that. All right, and then finally, we're back to the individual. They are just going to try to Sinisa, they're going to try to just get you off of them. I need a reflex save, please.
I think Connor is taking in call at the moment. Oh, there we go. He's done.
I'm so sorry. The big boss just called me, but I'm good. I'm back. What happened? Are we good?
Okay.
We're fine?
I need a reflex save because this individual mechanically they're trying to push you off of them.
Well,
Thematically they're trying to toss you off of them.
they can try. A reflex, you say?
Reflex, yes, sir.
Say dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yes.
So you
Thank you.
he actually
Little boy.
critically succeeds.
What a douche. Wait, I critically succeed or he critically succeeded?
He critically succeeds in
Fine.
shoving you off of him.
Cool. It's my plan anyway. You just save me an action, bro. I'm good.
So we are
I'm just
going to
good.
say that you are shoved here. Boom. And because it's a critical, you are knocked prone. Boom.
Cool.
And with that, this individual he tells everyone, to retreat. Basically telling, get out. We will get them at another time. And he will boop, boop, boop,
Skedaddle.
make it to here. All right. Sinisa, it is your turn.
Okay, I would like to once again devise a stratagem, specifically on what I'm calling my nemesis now, because that squishy dude upsets me and hurt me so bad. So that would be a 14. Can I attempt another recall knowledge check? And I
Sure.
very specifically want to see, okay, if he absorbed that bludgeoning damage, do I think that hitting him with a piercing type attack, would that help? And I think that would be my question.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want me to? Would that still fall under medicine? Would you want me to do a different skill?
Yeah,
What would you like?
let's call that a medicine.
Okay. Where are you, medicine? There you are. It's alphabetical. But okay, well that's a 9, so I'm going to say that doesn't help me.
Okay.
But
That was
that's
one
okay.
action because that was
So
recall knowledge.
yes, so my recall knowledge stacks with my devises stratagem, which is my first action. So for my second action, I'm going to use
You are
a
prone.
dart.
Okay. Okay.
And prone,
Okay. Cool.
which
Cool.
means
Cool.
I don't get to do a thing, right?
Well, no. So
Can I?
you can actually attack with a ranged weapon while prone.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Then I'm gonna for my second action, I'm going to. It's an action to stand up, correct?
Yes, for all intents and purposes.
Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna take my action to stand up, and then for my third action, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to attack with a dart with strategic strike. So that's a 14 plus 5, basically. So that's a 19. Does a 19 hit him?
19. Nope. The dart sticks. Thematically, so it misses him. Thematically, the dart sticks to the door.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, as long as that looks cool. Yeah. Yeah, and then for a free action, can I like wipe a tear away from my eye? Because he hurt. That scratched me. Don't like that.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, that would be all 3. Yeah, that's all 3 of my actions. So I'm standing there sniffling and.
All right, sweet. Then Trigby, it is your turn.
So they're all running, or they're leaving.
Well, so mechanically, so a retreat has been called. The shadow individual is already out. You do have a green feathered iguacan that is in front of you, and then you have a blue feathered iguacan there, a blue feathered iguacan up here, and then there is something going on over here. Not really sure what.
Is there any way I can get people in a 30-foot line
from
where I am at? Is there anywhere where I can get these two people?
Technically, the green feathered iguacan's here, and the blue feathered iguacan's here. However, Sinisa is in between them. So if it's a line attack, it would catch Sinisa.
We don't want
I'm
that.
okay. Do it.
No.
Do it anyway.
No, I'm gonna try that. More from a character standpoint. I'm thinking I have my Bane up. And if I move, can I go, like, if I would move, is there close by another point where I can get people? not have Sinisa
I
being
mean,
pulling
you
it?
could come here, and then you would be in the way of the green feather to walk in and this blue feather to walk in. They are in a line. That you would be in their way of getting out of Carmen's.
That would be a problem, I think. And if I walk around the other side of them, hit them in the back.
So to get around, you would need to give me an athletics check to get through the square because the table is in this square.
Oh, okay.
and then-
You know what? I'm gonna try something else.
Okay.
I'm going to drop my bane,
Okay.
and I'm going to use all my 3 actions to cast magic missile. So this bane gets dropped. The sort of pool of shadows on the ground that vanishes, and these sort of Chuck just shoots 3 of these like shadowy darts out in the open to, let's say, the people that are well, is it fire elemental? The fire rat still there?
Well, so there is a 5-foot wall here.
Oh, okay,
so it's not within your sight.
Okay. Cool. Then I'll hit just 3 of the random. It doesn't really matter which ones. Just one of the blue guys or the green guys, or but all different ones, all different people.
Okay. So I mean, the obvious targets would be would be blue 1, blue 5, and green 1.
Yeah, let's go for this. So that hits automatically.
Okay.
1 sec. That is the first one gets 5 force damage.
Okay.
The second one only 2.
Okay.
And the third gets 3. Yeah, those are my actions. I feel like there would be sort of warning shots anyway.
Sounds good. You said 3 for the last one?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so the blue Guakins go next. This one just full he just runs out. Sinisa, you don't have a reactive strike, do you?
Not that I've found, so I don't
Okay.
think so.
Well, so
Let's just say no.
So in Pathfinder, not everyone automatically gets to attack of opportunity. It is a feat. Fighter archetypes do start off with it. It's called reactive strike. Otherwise, it is a feat that your character would have to take if they are able to take it. So it would be on your sheet. I just wanted to make sure. So that one's boot scoots out. This one. Yep. He moves double, so they're there. This one here, there's a bunch of stuff happening in front of him, so he's like, yikes, and he 5, 10, 15, 20. On the move, he drops his knife, pulls his short bow, knocks an arrow, and oh, actually, wait, no. I apologize because there's a window right here. So that individual, the shutters are wood. He does the Hollywood jump through the window. And that dude is doing a thing. Okay, Orion, it is your turn.
Ooh, okay. So he's got flaming rat and smoke around him.
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna say that at this point he's gonna go for the great sword. We'll kind of bring it round, clasp in two hands, and just whack.
Okay.
He's going
So
for a good old whack.
okay, cool. So because you are in the fetid fume aura, the first thing I need is a just roll a d20 and let me know what you roll.
Ooh, that's a 7. I'm getting a lot of
A 7.
7s off
Okay,
this.
so you make the flat check. So you are able to now make your strike or attempt to hit this rat.
Cool, cool. So that would be regular d20 plus my attack bonus, yeah?
Yep, -1 because you are sickened.
Cool. I think it's already done it for me. That is going to be a 9.
Okay.
No. Yes, 9.
Okay. So so you miss. And the rat stays standing. That is just one action. So you do have 2 more actions.
Cool. I think he would have sort of come up, swung, and then kind of as he's just coming out of that, sort of the sort of sickening sort of bit from the first one, would have kind of had to steady himself. And
Uh-huh.
then with the arm that he's put out, he is going to cast telekinetic projectile. And he's just going to grab like a knife and fork set off the sideboard and whip his hand around and try and get this little creature in the eyes. I think, how do I do this?
Okay.
Make a spell attack roll against the target.
Yes.
So that would just be d20 then plus the attack.
Yep. The only issue is, and I'm gonna let you play this however you want, but
Mhm.
this is a 5-foot wall right here that is
Oh, okay.
blocking, that's interceding the table. So now if you want to take that spell cast back, you can. Or if you want to play it as you've called it, and it's just gonna automatically fail because the fork and knife are gonna hit the wall.
Oh, okay. Is there anything else kind of in sort of that bottom corner that would pick up that's kind of under like a one bulk?
So unfortunately, right now, because of the smoke, the smoke, the fetid fume
Can't
aura,
see.
yeah, you can't see.
I will change my vibes then.
Okay.
I'll save that for later. Um, and we'll kind of say as he's gone to swing out, that doesn't quite happen, and instead he's going to channel a phase bolt through it.
Okay.
So that would just be a d20 plus my attack, and then I think it already works out for me. I think. Yes. So that is a 15, and that is plus 7. So what's that? 22?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the phase bolt. Yep. The phase bolt hits.
Ooh. Okay. Make a raise to its target, and then it says 1d4 piercing damage plus 4. That is a 2 plus 4, so that's a 6.
Okay.
And then these guys
So
go.
you said 6.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Woo.
So then casting the spell would be 2 actions. So that is it
Done.
for Orion. Blah, blah, blah. Arietti, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep wailing on this guy that's right here.
Okay.
I am a little concerned because there's stuff happening at the door, and that's where Carmen is, and I do want to protect her, but I'm gonna try to hit this guy.
Okay.
We'll see if I do it. Is a 22 gonna do it?
You're
Hooray. Um. Oh. I did not say that it would be a flurry of blows. Do you want me to stand by that, or can I flurry?
I will allow the flurry
Okay.
this turn.
Oh. Okay. 26 minus 5 is 21. Does
That hits.
21 hit?
Yep,
Yes.
Yep, that hits. Yep.
Woohoo! So that's 2. It's going to be 8 for the first and 8 for the second for a total of 16. That will be max damage. Very excited about that.
Okay. And how you two shot this individual?
Ha!
Go ahead and tell us thematically what happens.
So I believe the last thing was I tried to disarm and that was a failure.
Okay.
So I've got my arm down because I was, trying to disarm uh, his knife. So I'll spin my arm around and come with like a left hook,
Okay.
and then with a right uppercut to the jaw, just kind
Okay.
of spiraling him backwards, hopefully.
Okay.
So he falls.
So with the right uppercut to the jaw, you hear as you connect, you hear a sickening as his spine compresses in a not good way, and he falls on the ground. I believe that's just one action.
That is just one action, yes. So I'm gonna turn.
Yep. So as you turn, I will describe what you see. You see a humanoid individual with a highwayman's jacket, uh, who is looking like they are trying to escape. You have these two individuals who they are, as the map shows, they have like a 5-foot head start, and they look like they're escaping. And then on the other end, you see. I'm just gonna do this because movie scene. As you turn on this far, you through the window, you see a blue feathered iguacan jump through the window and land, and they look like they are about to escape as well. So that is what you are looking at.
Okay. And from what I'm looking at, can I infer that this one of them looks like the leader, if that makes sense? Because again, I came in with I have no idea what's happening. I just saw people. They had Carmen. I'm stressed out. This is not okay. Uh, so do you want me to make a perception check to see if I can infer if I can see like the leader?
No, you can very much tell
Very much
what's
tell that
going.
it's the
Yeah,
guy in the
in the highway. Yep.
highwayman jacket.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna move for him. I'm gonna try to grapple.
Okay. Go
Um,
ahead and give me an athletics check.
All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, 19 on the die. That's a 28.
Okay. Um. bu- 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 bum. Okay. So you go to grapple this individual, and as you go to grapple him, this what appears to be human all of a sudden kind of like jellifies
Oh no, they're
and like
slippery.
and like kind of like well, not slippery, but kind of like as you try to close your arms around their leg or what have you, they just like and kind of like jellize, and you miss, you are unable to grapple them.
What? That's
And
terrifying. Okay.
okay, and that's it. So then this individual, he is going to um Yeah, he's gonna attempt to run as well. That's a green feathered individual. Actually, we're gonna do it this way. Before this green feathered Iguacan runs out, he reaches out. As he's reaching out, his hand catches fire. He smacks this table right here and sets the table on fire. And with his final, he 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He runs. So this table right here is on fire. And that is right next to Trigvi. Click is kind of hidden. And then this, so this individual, he does his whole gelatin thing and escapes. So we still have some stuff on the board, but we're going to take a break. So please don't go far. We're going to take a short break. We're going to take, hang on. We're going to take a 5 minute. So we'll be back. Actually, yeah, we're going to take a 5 minute break. So don't go anywhere because there's still stuff happening. So we'll be back. All right, welcome back. We are back from our break, and it's a firefight. Well, not really. Well, kind of, sort of, because there is fire involved. So, all right. So we are back at the top of the order. Sinisa, Sinisa, go ahead and give me a perception check.
I would love to. That was cocked. That's better. 27.
Okay, so with a 27, you see that there's something. Again, there's a wall right here, a 10-foot wall that goes up to the ceiling, right? You see that there's something going on over here. There's like a dim glow, as if like a flame. You do see like puffs of smoke going on over here. What would you like to do?
So, I would like to take a look at this thing that I have that I haven't used yet. Nope, unhelpful. In that case, then let's go over here. Also unhelpful? Hmm. Yep, still unhelpful. That's okay. Maybe this one. No, that's even worse. I should have done that earlier. Okay, I would like to. Are there any combatants still in the room? If I just do a little. Well,
Are there any combatants in the room? Clarification. In the courtyard? Because that is
in
technically
my immediate area.
in.
Actually,
Are
I
there?
think I can rephrase the question.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, is what is the closest threat to me? Is it a sentient creature that's going to try and bat me in the face, or is it this alleged fire happening right in front of me?
Currently, there are no threats within your immediate area. You do, Orion, if you don't mind, for thematic purposes, you do hear like what sounds like a sword swinging and like coughing from this area with the the glow, that embry glow that's emanating, and the odd smoke. That is the only thing that you deem as a threat, as it were.
Got it. Okay, and they're in. I'm looking at the top-down picture. They're in the over by the 10-foot wall, correct? In that corner.
Yes. Yep.
Okay,
As a matter of
and
fact,
then
I have a thing. Hang on.
boop.
Boom. And where's my other wall piece? Don't mind it's not painted. Bam! 10-foot wall.
Awesome. And then this, the table that the dude hit to ignite is this up left one in between the 10-foot walls, right?
That one. Yep. That's the table that's currently on fire.
Oh, to my left if I'm looking out the front door.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And each square is 5 feet, yeah?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, all right. Well, I think I'm going to handle this fire situation because given my backstory, fire bad.
Okay.
Yeah. So can I do a quick scan of like, is there anything either liquidy that I can dump on there, or is there like a tapestry or something like a rug or something I can help smother it out with?
So no, there are no tapestries or anything like that.
Mhm.
Over in this corner, there is a barrel. You do know that this is a water barrel,
Mhm.
that you can access, and um, there are bowls that are like on top of the barrel. It's
Okay.
kind of like your fantasy and medieval equivalent of the hotel, um like hospitality area where there's
Right.
the jug of fancy water with the fruit in it, that with the cups next
Mhm.
to it, type situation.
Right.
but in this case, it's just a
Okay.
barrel of water.
How big is? Got it. How big is the fire on the table? Is it like fully aflame?
So it is currently the table is half on fire. Mechanically, it yeah, it's half on fire.
Got it. Okay. Um, Sorry for all the questions. I have
No,
two
you're good.
options that I can see immediately.
Yeah.
My immediate thought is I can undo my padded cloak and use that to try and smother out the flames. But if the flames look too big, then I'd like to go over to the barrel of water and then like double fist water and douse the area and do that enough times to make it not be a problem if I can.
The fire looks a little too big right now for your coat. So
Cool.
the barrel of water might be the best option.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm gonna book it over to the barrel, scoop water into bowls because I'm so small. I don't think I can lift the barrel or like make that useful. So I'm gonna scoop
Right.
and then douse. And if I can try and do that like 2 times this turn, that would be great. But if I can only do it once, then I will do it but once.
Okay. So what's your movement?
25.
25. All right. So mechanically speaking,
Mhm.
mechanically you would only be able to get 5, 15 on one action, interact, pick up water, 5, 10, 15. Yeah. So you're only able to do it once.
Okay.
You grab two bowls, scoop them with water, run back and throw water on the table, and the table is it's still on fire, but it's not. It is mechanically a non-issue right now.
Okay.
Where
Cool.
it was
Then yeah,
an
if I can
issue.
neutralize that potential threat.
Okay. So
Sorry, what?
you did it. You're good.
Cool.
And that's going to be your turn, Trigby.
Yes. Thank you.
Question.
Yep.
In the very beginning, someone went upstairs, right? Or how many people went upstairs? Because we saw them go.
Give me a recall knowledge.
That is.
And to clarify, this is going to be an action.
Okay. But okay, let me rephrase it. Instead of how many I've seen, or like, how do I? The command was given to. I remember the command was given to for people to go upstairs.
Yes.
Then in that case, considering they're now retreating, I am going to spend movement to go upstairs. I have got 35 feet of movement.
Okay.
And see if anyone's there.
Okay. So we're gonna set 5, 10.
If I need to spend another action, that's okay.
20, 25. You said 35, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So 35 would actually get you right at the stairs. So you would have to double move. So that'll be 2
Yeah, that's
actions.
all right.
And that will get you upstairs at the top of the stairs. I'm going to start that over here.
Yeah, I've got the picture open in front of me as well, so I can see. So when I'm upstairs, the stair. Yeah.
Yeah, but for our watchers out there, I am getting this set up. So So you make it to the top of the stairs, and you have the hallway this way, and you have the hallway this way. Around the what would be the overlooking the courtyard, there is a railing that you see, so that you can actually like look down into the railing. Down this hallway here, you do see a blue Iguacan exiting a room. and it looks like they have something under their arm.
Yeah. Is that whose room was that? Because I would know which door.
That was Arietti's room.
Okay. Uh, um. Right.
So you have used 2 actions to move. You have 1 action left.
I'm trying to think. Is there a how far away are they from me?
They are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet away.
Feet away. Okay. Is there? I want to. One more question. Sorry. How far down is it from the railing down into the courtyard?
10 feet.
So I could potentially jump. Okay. I'm going to. I don't think I can hold an action because I think that takes an action, isn't it?
Yeah, you would have to have declared that at the beginning of your turn.
Yeah. Then instead, I'm going to try. Can I block the exit? Is that a thing? If I can just stand there and try and sort of fortify myself so they can leave? Is that
You can use an action to to in essence block the egress. The only way up or down, and you know this because this is your house. The only way up or down is this stairway. So if you block this stairway, you're gonna the only other way is for him to jump the railing.
to jump exactly? Right. Speaking is a free action, right?
Yeah.
I'll just because it's open. I will just block the stairs and then yell down. One of them has a book. To my others. To the companions.
Sure. You can try for your last action. I will also allow you. This might seem like a mixed thing, but I would allow you as you're setting yourself to block the entrance. I will allow you to try to intimidate that individual.
Demoralize.
Demoralize. Yep.
Or yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I think.
Or if you wanted,
okay.
or
Yeah,
if you
no.
wanted
I'm
to
trying
do
to.
what you said. Okay.
Yeah. It would look at this individual, which I'm assuming, as I've shouted, would have seen me or spotted me, and goes. The only way you're leaving with that book is if it leaves with your corpse. Drop it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me the intimidation check.
Oh, horrible. 10. And this dice can no longer participate.
So they acknowledge your presence, however, they do not look intimidated.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. So yeah. So this individual, Hollywood baby. Wee.
I had a feeling they were gonna. Yep.
Jumps and this is going to be 21. They are able to land. And they see Sinisa there, and they will. I'm going to consider that 2 actions. 5, 15. Actually, no. 5. and they bolt. Sinisa, you do see this blue-feathered iguacan that just jumped over the railing and landed, superhero landing, horrible on the knees, right there. Actually, they didn't succeed enough to do a superhero landing. It was just a basic landing. But they look like they have one of the books, and they bolted as if to go out the window that is back over here. And all these individuals are effectively gone because they double move to run away, blah blah blah, disappear into the night, smoke bomb. Just kidding. They actually don't have smoke bombs.
I was gonna say.
Orion, it is your turn. Now, Orion, you are still in the fetid fumes. And I didn't have you do this the last time, but because you're beginning your turn in this aura, I need you to give me another fortitude check, please.
Fortitude. That is a 15.
Okay, you are now sickened 2.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hang on one second. Let me tell you what that does to you.
Wait, didn't the second conditions wear off after the first round?
So this is an aura, and
this is different than the one I had.
Yeah, no, this is an aura, and Orion has just stayed in the aura. They have not moved out of the aura.
Okay.
And I had forgotten to have them do this roll on their last turn, but
I think I didn't pass it, didn't I? Did I?
You swung. No, because you swung and then you did your the phase bolt.
Oh, okay.
You cast a spell. Hang on one second. I'm finding it.
I know it just knocked a bunch of my things down, and my AC's to 14.
Ooh, buddy.
Live, laugh, love.
I'm almost there. All right, so sickened 2. Oh man, can't wait till my glasses come in. Sicken always includes value. You take a status penalty equal to this value on all. All right, so because you are sickened 2, you are now -2 to all your checks and DCs.
Yep, I saw all my numbers just bloop down.
Yep. Oh, that's right. You have the computer thing, and the computer thing does the thinky bits. So, but yeah, Orion, it is your turn.
So he is kind of realizing that he's not having a great time right now. And he is gonna try and move out of that kind of aura.
Okay.
However, so I have the ability to eat fire.
Okay.
Is that, I think it's like a counter maneuver, but if he's passing something that's on fire, could he just, take a little chomp of it?
Interesting. What is this? What is it called?
Eat fire. It's a cantrip. So the trigger is when you would take fire damage normally.
Okay, so you haven't. Nope, you have not taken any fire damage.
Oh, okay.
So that trigger has not set off.
Cool. Okay. Instead, then he is just going to remember where this creature is that he's just been dealing with. He's going to skedaddle out, so I'll use his movement to get out of the way.
Okay.
I want to head towards the doors because if this thing starts approaching, he wants to get out into fresh air.
Okay, so you want to head towards the main door?
Yeah. He wants a little bit of fresh air.
All right.
He's coughing and spluttering.
what is your what's your movement speed?
25.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20 gets you to the main door.
Fabulous.
You are now out of the aura. So you can spend an action retching in an attempt to recover. So the recovery would lessen the sicken status by 1.
I think he's going to do that. So he will literally kind of drag himself away from this thing. He's going to lean on his great sword and just sort of start hacking his lungs up.
Okay, cool. All right. So I'm kind of house ruling this. So those people that are watching that actually know the Pathfinder rules, forgive me. But so you spend your action, you make yourself retch, and that will reduce the sicken condition by 1.
Cool.
So you are still sickened 1. However, you are actively retching, so that what would you like to do for your final turn?
Is there anyone who's kind of looking a little kind of worse for wear within the group?
So, no. You are retching, and you have. I'll tell you what. For your final action, go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Medicine. Da-da-da-da-da. That's an 18 plus 7. That's 25.
Okay. So you are able to ascertain that Sinisa has been injured. You're able to also ascertain Sinisa is right here. You're also able to ascertain that Arietti has been injured. But that's going to be it for your turn, because again you're actively like looking at these people and retching.
Yeah, he's just kind of trying to look up between
That
what he's doing.
Arietti, actually, Orion, I'm gonna give you this.
Ooh.
With your medicine check, Sinisa's taken damage, Arietti's taken damage, and wait, there's a green feathered iguacan just standing in the corner. Okay, Arietti, it's your turn.
Okay. I was gonna ask that green piece by me. They're there. They didn't move. They didn't run.
So they are thematically they are running. Mechanically, that's as far as their movement got them.
All right, cool. Then I'm gonna try to flurry because they're right there. They're right next to me, right?
Yeah. Yep.
While they're there. That's gonna miss. Only a 16. And that's lower.
Actually, what because they are retreating, the 16 does hit.
Oh, cool. All right, so I get 1 crack on.
Yep.
And that.
Actually, what was your second roll? I apologize. What was your second roll?
14.
They both hit.
They both hit. Snap! No way.
Yep.
All right. Okay. 7, and that's 4 for a total of 11.
Okay.
And then that's an action. And can I attempt a grapple of this guy who's running?
Sure.
Okay. Oof. Only a 16.
So they are able to just juke out of the way. of the grapple.
Have another. I think that's it.
Okay, cool. And that actually makes it this green individual's turn. Yeah, F it. On the run. So they stop for a moment. They look at you, Ari Eddie, and they reach their hand, but they flick their palm, so their palm faces you, and a vine comes out of their palm, almost as if one of those springy snake candy things gets open and they pop up all over the place. What's your AC?
20.
Okay, so the vine misses, and then with their final move, they continue 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. They continue, but because they aren't full retreating, they only get that far on this turn. The fiery rat, it turns around as if it can actually see through its own aura. Crazy, I know. And it comes back to attack you again. Orion, I need another fortitude save from you.
He's gonna commit crime soon. That's 13 plus an 8. That's 21.
Just miss it.
Oh,
Just miss it.
he's having a bad time.
So yeah, you're sickened again. And this thing tries to bite you. And what's your AC?
Rude. 16.
16. So it actually hits. However, this is fire. So
Oh! I have a thing for that.
you have a thing for that.
You regain resistance 5 to fire damage until the end of the current turn. You can use the belch smoke action. So I
And
think I
then
just get.
belch smoke. You exhale what remains of the smoke, ending the spell and creating a smoke cloud in a 5-foot burst within 20 feet. So if you want, you can belch smoke. You don't have to.
Yeah, I think I'll just ingest the fire for now.
Okay.
So he literally just kind of arms out for a second and just kind of inhales deeply through his nose, kind of like reverse dragon fire.
Okay. So with the eat fire, you gain resistance 5 to fire damage. So that is a. So you still take 7 fire damage,
Okay.
and you take 7 fire damage. Again, I am going to house rule this. You feel that you feel like some of your equipment is going to catch on fire, i.e., mechanically persistent fire damage. However, because you are able to consume this fire, the persistent fire damage does not activate.
Mhm.
So, so that is that, and that is the. Yep. So now Sinisa, and Arietti, you all do have a clear view. Well, as clear as it can be. So in this area here, you see. Ooh, yeah, that's fine. So in this area here, you see that there's this like acrid smoke that's kind of like billowing from a source. Within the smoke, you see the glow of something that appears to be on fire or smoldering or something like that. Mechanically, this if you like shoot or move into this, it would be concealed. And you see that Orion is within this smoky thing. And you see that Orion was retching, stopped retching. It is now like doesn't look good. Not like hit point wise, but looks like they are being afflicted by something. Sinisa, it's your turn.
Excellent. So I heard one of them has a book, right?
Yes, that was the individual that jumped, landed, and you do have eyes on them. They are right there. They look like they are about to on their next turn jump out the window. Click does actually yell and confirm they have a book. They have a book.
Excellent. Okay. Cool. Good. How distance-wise is that a single move action to get me next to them?
All right. So again, this is my house rule thing. Technically, on Pathfinder, to move diagonally 1 square is 5 feet. To move a second square diagonally, it's double. But I'm just
Okay.
I house rule it. It's just 5, 10, 15. So you have 15 feet in between you
Cool.
and the
Okay.
individual.
Perfect. So I'm going to do an oldie but a goodie. I'm going to first devise a stratagem
Cool.
to assess their weaknesses and such. So first off, I'm gonna roll my d20 because I'm definitely going to use that later. Okay, so that is a 19, so that's very helpful. And then I'm going to let me get that. Oh, sorry, that's a 17. I'm also going to do a known weaknesses. So I'm going to attempt to recall knowledge as a part of that devise stratagem check. That's let's see, hang on. That's an 8 plus something. So strategically speaking, what I'm trying to do with this recall knowledge is just check and see, are their hands full? Do they have like weapons out? I know that's more of like a scan the thing, but
So strategically speaking, it looks like they have no weapons out. They have one of the books. You do see that they have one of the books. They are holding the book with both hands, like bear hugging it,
right.
as if their purpose is to just jump out the window with the book.
Got it. Okay. So, all right. Perfect. Wonderful. That was one action. My second action, I'm going to close the distance and like book it towards them.
Boop.
And then I'm going to use do I want to do athletic strategist? I think I want to do no, I'm upset. I got hit and that upsets me. So I'm going to beat them with my cane.
Okay.
If that does that let no. I lied. Sorry, strategically.
Okay.
I'm gonna just barrel into them, and I'm gonna use my
Okay.
athletic strategist feat to modify what would be a I guess a trip attempt to use
Okay.
my intelligence.
Okay. Sure.
So that ends up being with that and
Sure.
that.
So go ahead and give
That's
me a roll.
2. Okay. So that'd be an 8. So that's a 25. When I
So
substitute
you
my intelligence in there. Yeah.
you are able to trip them, and they fall prone.
Okay. Perfect. So that's all 3 of my actions, and it would be helpful for Sinisa to be all like, I got him on the ground. I'm being strategically helpful. But Sinisa's just like sobbing because she doesn't fully understand the concept of like, but that jelly guy scratched me and I don't why rude. And so just like lashing out like a toddler against the closest thing that is on the opponent's side, and is just like sob crying, rage grunting as just like grappled around or like tripped up on these feet and just like not doing anything
Nice.
effective beyond that. But that's my turn. So thank you.
Okay. All right. Cool. Trigby, it is your turn. You are at the top of the stairs.
Yes.
There's a. What would you like to do?
Well, I've got the feet cat fall, which means that I can treat falls as 10 feet shorter, so I can just jump down. Essentially,
Alright,
because
cool.
you said it's 10 feet down, so I would just jump down and land on my feet quite good. Well, and I would like to jump because I've seen where this person went, so like in that corner, around where Sinisa and this person is.
Okay. So it would be you would disregard this wall here because you are technically on the second floor. You would have to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You would have to move 30 and then
Yeah, I'm
jump
there.
down. Or you can jump
Um,
down and then move. However you would like to approach this. Do you just want to get there? What's your movement?
35.
Oh, so yeah. All right. Boom.
Yes, I can make it.
Yeah, you get there.
Yeah. Can I try and then yank this book from this person's grasp now that they're on the ground?
Okay. The fall thing is that just a reactive type thing? Is that an ability, or does
No,
that cause
it's just I have a feat, so it's called catfall. So I have your cat-like aerial acrobatics allow you to cushion your falls, treat falls as 10 feet shorter. And then if you're like an expert in acrobatics, which I'm not, you can treat it as like 25 feet shorter. But essentially, my fall I can treat. So if it would have been like 15 feet jump, it would have been 5 for me. Because then you said it's 10
Yeah.
foot. I can just jump down and I
Okay,
land on my feet.
So this is what I'm gonna do. Since you do have a 35 movement, I'm just gonna say that you were able to do all that. You were able to do all that in 2 actions. Technically, mechanically speaking, you and Sinisa are sharing the same square, because Sinisa is small. They they don't count, whatever. So you do have an action to try to snag the book from the prone individual.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Okay.
Which one is that?
Go ahead, and we're gonna treat this like a melee attack.
Isn't there a special?
So
Hang on, let me see there. I thought there was an.
I think there is actually a grab. Hang on one second. That's conditions. That doesn't help me.
Disarm, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah. So that is.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Athletics check.
Yes, I can do that. Okay, nice. That is 24.
So they are still on the ground. You go to grab their book. They are able to move, kind of like roll. So you are unable to grab.
How high are these people there? Okay. Yeah, but they're still on the ground anyway. So
they are still on the ground. Yep.
Yeah, that's on my turn. I can't do anything else.
Okay. So it is their turn. and start up the Benny Hill theme. So they're going to take 1 action to stand up, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then they end up on top of this table. And that's it. This is right here. I'll put these indicators here because that is a 10-foot wall. All right. And Orion, it is your turn again.
Okay, cool. I would like to try and get out of the space again.
Sure. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to exit, go outside of Carmen's, or do you want to go towards the courtyard?
I think he's just looking for fresh air. I think he's not fully aware of kind of what's going on. He's just thinking fresh air is a good idea.
Okay.
So he's gonna skedaddle out into the front of Carmen's.
Okay. How far out do you want to go?
Maybe like 10 feet.
Okay.
Just out
Ooh.
out of the sort of like smog.
Okay. That puts you right there. You are outside of the smog. You can attempt to retch again, if you want.
Not right now.
Okay.
He
Cool.
is going to. Can he still see green guy in the corner?
So technically, there is. Let me move this over here. Technically, this is an outer wall. So, and because the door's open, you don't have a clear view at
Ah,
the green individual. But as you stumbled out, they were just standing in the corner.
can I backtrack my movement then? And just try and have a go with this guy. Is that
Okay.
allowable? Or
All right. So in other words, you didn't want to stumble out. You just want to. All right. Let's do this. So you start here,
Yep.
right? And instead of stepping outside of Carmen's,
Yep.
for fresh air, you just take a step back. You are out of the aura. That'll be your first action.
Okay.
You do see this individual that is in the corner, and they are just standing there. What would you like to do?
Could I have a go of phase bolting this guy? So again, kind of
Sure.
raises his weapon a little bit and kind of almost flicks it so he's holding it a little more ice picky, if that makes sense. So flicks it up and is going to try
Sure.
and channel the phase
Yeah.
bolt through it.
Do it.
So that is going to be, which dice is going to be nice to me? That's going to be a 14 plus 6, so that's a 20.
That hits.
Oh, so if target has any circumstance bonuses, such as from a shield, reduce the bonus by 2. On a success, you deal 1d4 piercing damage plus 4. You're normally nice to me. You were nice to me, so that's a 4 plus 4, so that's 8.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. So you phase bolt into this individual. The bolt just bump smacks into them, and
I figure it looks a little bit like a Tesla sort of
they
like arc.
yeah, and they it seems like they try to resist for one moment, but then what happens is that as the damage starts sinking into them, um again, this is thematically, they scream out in pain, and as they scream out in pain, you don't see this behind you, but Arietti, you do see that this again, a rip in the material plane opens, and this heat just emanates from it, and this this thing that was right here, it screeches and gets sucked into this rip in the material plane and shoop, it is closed. Arietti, it's your turn.
Amazing. That changed entirely what I was about to do. Okay. So no, that was awesome. Is anything actively on fire at the moment?
So I mean, this you do see. I will give it to you. You do see that this table right here is still like smoldering, like half on fire.
Okay.
The big thing though, and I don't know if anyone in your group actually yes, Click. You heard Click say that blue feathered individual has the book.
Okay.
And as you look, it's a straight line. As you look, you see a blue feathered iguacan standing on the table, and they are clutching a book, and they are looking like they want to exit out.
Okay. Okay. I don't think I can reach them with my speed because speed is 25.
Okay.
Um, if I like double moved, that would be 2 actions, right?
That would be 2 actions, yes.
Do I try to grab it from him or do I try to punch him? That I think is the question. Okay, I think I'm gonna head to the person. I'm
Okay.
gonna double move, so I'll use 2 actions.
Okay. So because this is a new system to most people, what I will allow, what's your movement?
25.
All right, so 25. You got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If you want, just because you are a monkey, if you want to give me an acrobatics check, I would, and since you're already on the move, I would allow
Like
you
a
to
running jump, if you will.
yes, a running jump. Yep.
I will take that. I'll make an
Okay.
acrobatics check.
Okay.
Oh boy. That is only a 14.
Okay. So then the running jump, it fails, and you don't land on the table. You land right here. However, it's not a crit fail, so you are still standing.
Okay.
This you've knocked
Yeah, I've knocked the stool
this
over.
stool, yeah, over. So you are on the ground. They are on top of the table.
Okay,
So,
but
but
since
that
we're
is your second action.
adjacent, so what's my second action?
Just to get here was your second action. So you
Okay,
still
gotcha,
have one
gotcha.
action left.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna flurry, and I'm gonna make. Well, for my key strike, I'm
Sure.
gonna do an elemental fist. Um, if I miss with both, like, do I make the key strike choice after I hit, or do I declare it before?
So I'm gonna rule it that you have to declare it before. Again, it's that situation of like Goku casting a Kamehameha type
Cool.
thing. You know.
So if I hit, I will do a key strike elemental fist.
Okay.
So water starts to coalesce around my fist to punch this guy in the
Okay.
face. So let's see. Um, I can do math, I promise. 23.
So you crit strike. That was a critical success.
Okay, that's exciting. Um, so does that mean I double my, like, how does that
So
affect
yes,
damage?
so like in D&D, it will double the damage the damage dice.
Okay. And what about the elemental fist? Will that double the elemental also, or is it still just the one extra?
So that, hang on 1 second. Element. Oh my god, I can't wait till my
So
glasses come
elemental
in.
fist is on page 160. It adds an extra d6 to my punch, essentially.
Okay. You call upon the power of the elements, infusing your key with elemental energy and allow your attacks to deal energy damage. When you cast Key Strike, in addition to the damage types normally available, you can deliver the extra damage in the form of of water, or crashing wave of frigid water, dealing cold damage and gaining the water trait.
Do you just want to leave it at 1 extra d6?
Yeah, just
Okay.
for this time, let's leave it at 1, and
Okay.
I will investigate to see if that
All right. So
if that also gets affected.
all right. So 3d6 because I'm doubling the fist
Yes.
and not the key. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it's 10 regular damage, and now I'm rolling the water, which would essentially be cold, and that is 5 cold.
Okay, so you do 15.
15 total.
All right. Thematically, so this individual is standing square in front of you on the table. How do you deliver the strike?
I think I'm gonna sweep the legs.
All right. So you try to sweep the legs. You know what? Sure. Let's see if they stay standing. What was your roll to strike initially? It was like 22?
23.
23. 19, 20, 21. And they fall prone on the table. They do not drop the book though. They still have the book.
Okay. And they're still conscious?
They are still conscious, yes.
Okay. Okay.
And that's it for
Yeah,
yeah,
because
that's it for
yep,
you.
that's it for me.
Yep. So Sinisa, back to you. You're muted.
Right. So
There we go.
The Iguacan is prone now?
On the table. Yep.
Yeah. On the
Yep.
table. Cool.
On the table.
So with my first action, I would like to once again devise a stratagem.
Okay.
Good. Okay, that's unhelpful die, but that's okay. So that's a very, very low roll, so I will not be using that, but that's okay. So I'm going to how do I want to make that happen? No, because that's a 3-action thing. Never mind. No, my backup plan. It's falling apart due to action economy.
My backup.
I know. Now I have to go to my backup, and I don't think that's gonna be a thing that I can do. Actually, yeah. Okay. So with my devise a stratagem, I rolled a 4, which is unhelpful. So the way that devise a stratagem like narratively works is that like Sherlock Holmesian kind of analyze the situation to know how to
Yeah.
do the slow mo fight, right? So I think in this
Yeah,
moment it's like I plan it all out, and then leg gets swept, and then it's like,
Yeah.
never mind.
Never mind.
So I think I'm gonna do. All of the other combatants have had a round or two to flee the scene, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to, with my second action, go up to the homie with the swept legs.
Okay.
Are they wearing boots? Are they just like bird-footed out in the open?
They are just bird-footed out in the open.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna attempt, and I don't really fully understand how this works in Pathfinder 2e Remaster, but what I would like to do is I would like to try and damage their ankle or knee to impede their ability to run away.
Okay. So we're gonna treat that as a melee strike. How
Cool.
are you trying? How are you trying to? Well, let me ask this first. How are you trying to damage their foot? Because currently you are small, right?
Mhm.
You are on the ground. Um,
Mhm.
do you want to just grab their foot and and try to put like an ankle lock and break their foot that way? Did you want to take out a weapon and smash their foot? How are we approaching this?
Yeah. I think if we're going the PG-13 rating, I think Sinisa still like teary-eyed and obviously being way more dramatic about this 7 damage scratch that she got. She's gonna like go over and take out the probing cane
Okay.
and just bring it like down again like a toddler
Okay.
throwing a pinata fit
Sure.
and
Roll
just
me a strike.
crack down. No stratagem, so this is +7 to hit.
Yep. And they are
That's
prone.
a 9, so I think a
Okay.
9 doesn't fit.
Well, hang on one second. Let me just um uh so they are off guard. So then that would okay. Okay. I made the adjustment on my side. What is the roll to strike?
Roll to strike was a 9.
A 9. That's including all your bonuses and everything?
Yeah, I rolled a 2 on my cheesy dice that my wife got me. It looks like cheese.
Oh, oh, yummy. Nom, nom,
Yeah.
nom, nom, nom.
Yeah.
Okay, so your exploration cane comes down just on the table, making a loud thud, but does not hit the foot.
Cool. Yeah, I think yeah, once again, Sinisa's just gonna like run her whole arm across her snotty nose and be like,
Okay.
"This is bullshit," and then gruffly stand there and await her next action.
Okay. All right. Trickby, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna move over to the table.
Okay.
And then I'm. Do I? Can I do it? Does it cost an action to like now I'm standing over him to assess if he looks hurt? Like, is he like? And I'm meaning like obviously hurt. Like, has he got like a like a black eye or something like that? Or
I will give you that.
I'm not looking for like superficial. I'm looking like if I stand over him and look at him, does he look like he's beaten the fuck up, or is like, or does he like just you know I can't see.
He looks like yes, he looks like he's beaten up. Yeah. He actually his legs don't look the best because Arietti did try to sweep the leg with that critical strike. So yes, you see heavy bruising on the legs.
Okay. Am I gonna? Okay. I'm gonna stand over him and look down and just don't really like as so. Sunisa is like really like aggressive with it, and Jeffrey sort of so calmly stands there and like puts like a palm like above this individual's face,
Okay.
and
Okay.
these two like missiles like just shoot out like straight into its head, like just like magic missile him from like
Sure.
above.
Sure. Give me that
that
sweet damage.
is okay. It's 8 points of force damage.
Okay. How do your magic missiles dispatch this individual?
I think they just sort of like so they're not like actual like arrows or anything. They just go into this person's like I mentioned like a forehead and like sink in there, and you see like this shadow like sort of like go over his skin, and then he might like gasp for breath and then just pass out.
Okay.
And then yeah.
All right. So as the individual passes out and their body goes limp, their hold on the book lessens, and the book goes free from their grasp.
Mhm.
That's only two actions.
I've
You have
moved
one.
as well, so right? Because I
Oh,
wasn't
yep.
at the table.
Right, and magic missile. Magic missile.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh my god.
missile.
Magic
It's what,
missiles.
two of them.
Two actions. Okay, cool. So then, Orion, it is your turn. This green feathered individual is still standing,
Oh no.
even though they're
Um,
injured,
I
standing
hate
in the
this.
corner.
um, I would like to retch again.
Okay. All
Just
right.
just he's not having a great time. I feel like his last one was just a straight up kind of whack-a-mole with this dude. And again, he's gonna go over on his greatsword and just start trying to hack up. He'll use an action to kind of sort his life out.
Sure.
Um,
Okay.
and then
So you retch. That's your first action. I will. So your sicken gets reduced to a sicken 1, and then you want to
Mhm.
move up and whack at the dude.
um I would like to have him sort of tuck the greatsword under his arm. While
Okay.
this guy's a little bit dazed still, I just want
Uh-huh.
him to wander up to him, and the same as he did earlier, I'd like to phase bolt, but use the same actions that he uses for days. So he is just going to fingernails into sort of
Got it.
this guy's head and just try and kind of electrode run the phase bolt through his skull.
Okay. So go ahead and give me your attack roll for the bolt.
Who was nice to me earlier? It was this one. That is a 9 plus 7. That's 18.
Okay. So mechanically, yes, you strike. Thematically, you walk up. Orion walks up, tucks their sword under their arm, grabs the individual on both sides of their head, and casts the phase bolt. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Damage. Dun, dun, dun. It was you that was nice to me before. That is a 1. Oh, plus 4. So that's 5.
Okay, so 5.
Yeah, so he'll kind of just wander up, bury his hands in. We'll pull him closer as he's doing so, and we'll
Okay.
just say, I came here for peace, and then shove him back with his thumbs.
Okay. All right. So this uh so you say all that, and this green feathered iguacan is still standing, and is just kind of dazed. Um, However, it does look like they are going to bolt. That brings it to Arietti. It is your turn.
Okay. Am I aware of the other green? Like I'm not like I feel like there's
Uh,
the guy in front of us is taken care of, KO'd.
the guy, yes,
Right.
yep, yep.
Thank you,
Um,
Trigby.
Go ahead. Choose high or low for me.
Hi.
Okay. No, you did not notice the going-ons in the front hallway.
Okay. Then
Although Orion did give epic speech type stuff, so you
that's
do know
true.
that Orion is talking to something or someone up front.
Okay. My other concern is Carmen.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna turn around
Okay.
and go back to Carmen.
Okay.
I think that's gonna be 2 actions because that'll be my movement, right?
Yep.
Um, I'm gonna see Orion and be like, "You've got that. You've got that. Keep doing the thing." Bardic inspiration. I don't know. So and I guess can I do like a medicine check, like
Sure. Sure. Go ahead and give me a
just to
medicine check.
see if I can like rouse
Yeah.
her or see what's going on?
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, I was gonna say it's not gonna be great, and then I looked at my plus. I'm like, never mind, it might be fine. So that's a 16.
Okay. So you are able to rouse Carmen. Carmen does look. She has a big ol' a big ol' nugget
Like
on
a
the top
goose
of their
egg.
head, as if they were like hit with something on the top of their head. But they're coming around. You are able to medicine them, and they are awake now.
Cool. I
Uh,
think that's how I spend my turn.
Okay. And then the green feathered iguacan uh uh looks Orion straight in the eye and says, "No peace for off islanders." And what is your AC right now?
15. That's come down.
15.
It's because of the second.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it's come down to 15. It's normally. Oh no, 16.
16,
Ignore
yeah.
me. Yeah, no, ignore me. Yeah, 15.
And so they say this thing like all cool, right? And they extend their hand, and their hand starts to glow. Like it's gonna catch on fire, and all of a sudden, just the fire on their hand just goes out. And the Iguacan looks at his hand and looks at you, and looks at his hand and looks at you, and just goes whoop 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 whoop, and will scoot 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, like that. It brings it to Sinisa. It is your turn. Let me ask the group this: Do you all want this last the green feathered iguacan? Do you want to let them go, or do you want to chase them down?
I would let him go, but
Let's decide
I
as a
think
group.
Sinisa might not.
I mean, Sinisa's crying right now. So
True, but
I would definitely get a swing in when they
I wanna-
run by me. Yeah, for sure.
I think Orion just wants to like sort his life out. He wants like chicken soup.
right. All right.
Yeah.
So Arietti, go
Y'all
ahead.
came in here threatening the place I'm staying, and you beat up this nice lady. How dare you? Like,
yeah.
yeah.
So Arietti, go ahead and give me a give me a melee strike on that dude. See if you punch him.
I'm a flurry.
Okay.
21
Yeah, that hits him.
and
What
even
is the
higher.
What is the minimum damage you can do?
The minimum damage I can do on a flurry is 6.
Okay, so are you knocking this individual out, or are you knocking this individual out?
I'm just knocking him out. I'm not trying to.
Okay, so you just beep beep, and the green feathered iguacan falls, knocked out. That takes us out of combat. Uh, Good job, y'all. I'm gonna leave the pieces where they're at. I do want to take another 5-minute break because that was a long combat. But y'all did really good. So we're gonna take a 5-minute break, and we will be back in 5. Please don't go anywhere. And we will after that 5-minute break, we will uh, get into the final bits of today's game. I can do this. welcome back, everyone. So we have just completed our combat. The team has a green feathered iguacan that is currently knocked out, and a body that's on the that's on the table. So let us start with let's start with Trigvi. Trigvi, what would you like to do? We are out of combat. We're out of initiative. So what would you like to do?
Turkey is first going to grab the book from this person's arms and hold it, but then goes to look at. Is Nisa still on the table, or where is she at?
Sinise is like right next to you.
Right next to
kind of
me,
more
like on the ground.
yeah, on the ground. Yeah, sniffling.
Would kneel down in front of her, and hold like a hand out to gently like put on her cheek, and like, it's okay, flower, it's okay, and we'll cast soothe, which you gain. One sec. Where is my die? You gain 8 hit points, but also you technically also get a +2 status bonus to saves against mental effects. But for flavor, what they're trying to do is calm you down. And we'll just cast that.
All right, cool.
Sinisa
So
gives a massive hug.
Yeah, we'll see hug back.
Still crying, but
So
soothingly sniffling now. Like, that fucker hit me, and I want his hands.
You'll get them, I'm sure.
all right,
okay.
Orion, what would you like to do?
He has taken a knee, pretty much where his little dude Upton left him. He is going to have out one of his little healing bottle potion doodads. We'll set it on the floor in front of himself. We'll hold his hands up again. He's put his great sword away. And we'll mutter to himself, "Our Lord in Iron, thank you for your grace. I hand back my power to fill your chalice. I act as your blade and serve you through action." And then we'll take the bottle, down it, and then we'll wait for it to settle in, and then he's going to retch up the sickness.
After you say your prayer, right before, as the bottle touches Orion's lips, a searing pain is felt in Orion. However, this isn't like a physical pain. It's worse. It's a soul pain. It's a deep part of your part of you being you type pain. Just wrenches through you. You take no physical damage. Your hit points are fine. But this pain just wrenches through you. And all of a sudden, you hear like a boop, and there's just white noise as your connection to your god has been severed.
He is
Again, and again, physically, nothing's wrong with you, but all of your, all of like the magic that might radiate from you, that you feel all that power just shrink away and shrivel.
He will kind of, instead of just having taken a knee, he's going to drop down onto both knees and kind of lean back onto himself.
Okay.
Will kind of draw his weapon again, but to lay it flat into his hands, and he's almost going to try and look for an answer in the reflection of it, knowing it makes no sense, but kind of hoping that this great sword might give him some answers.
Orion draws their great sword, which is a sign of their deity. And as they hold the great sword in their hand, the sword just turns to slowly, starting at the tip of the sword and then going to the hilt, just turns to dust and blows away.
He will kind of, with the kind of blood that's on his hands already, is going to kind of rub it in.
Okay.
And then,
Okay. Go ahead.
sorry.
No,
And
go ahead.
then we'll just look back to the others, just blank-eyed.
Okay. That's very apropos because as you rub the dust into your hands, you, for the first time in your entire existence, you feel nothing. You feel what you think a regular person would feel like, a regular dishwasher, a regular innkeeper, or a regular gardener. You're, again, physically, you're fine, but that whole connection that you had to your deity is gone.
Shit.
And what makes it worse is a realization starts to come over you as, because of your teachings, you start to realize the only way that this would happen is if something bad happened to your deity. Arietti, what do you want to do?
Why you gotta do stuff like that? So I want to help Carmen in
Okay.
to
All right,
the
sure.
building.
Sure. So yeah, Carmen gets up, and with your assistance, where do you want to go? To a table? To
Yeah, to sit her down at the not smoldering.
Sure thing. So as you enter, you do see Orion, who for you is this new individual, but
Yeah.
they are on both knees on the ground, and they look stressed.
Okay. I mean, yeah, so once I'm sure like Carmen is seated, I think
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna peek around the
Okay.
corner and be
Yep.
like, "You good? Hi."
He just slowly looks up and then tracks over to Arietti. The skies have gone black and the world is quiet.
I'm gonna take that as a no. Y- do you need a minute? Could I help in any way?
I have no idea. I hear him all the time. I, I, I don't know.
Him is not you?
Him is my god.
Oh, that's okay. Uh, oh. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I don't think you have any need to apologize. I think the world is ending. And he's going to stand up. And
That's terrible.
he's going to stand up, kind of clean his hands off, and kind of walk forwards, sort of like towards you. I think I have to go.
As Orion says that, all of you see this, of course, because this is an open courtyard. But it is nighttime, and this flash of light emanates from the heavens, and just like fills, almost as if for a moment it was daytime, almost like the when the when the event happened that caused Barikobos to show up, except without the earthquakes and all that. This light just shines for a moment, as if something in the heavens has gone awry.
How do you react to that? I think if anything, I think Tricky would have the same kind of reaction out of instinct that they had when the initial thing happened, where the very beginning, the first thing he did was grab his daughter, and he's already holding Sunisa, so when he holds her tighter as he sort of looks up to try and figure out what's going on.
Okay. All right. So yeah, this you hold Sunisa tighter. Sunisa, what do you do anything, or do you allow the to be held tighter?
Yeah, Sinisa definitely finds a lot of comfort in this adoptive parent, and this being kind of the first instance of actual like physical harm that Sinisa has ever experienced, specifically from like an entity that looked like a thing but was really not that thing, and so this has definitely shaken Sinisa's world. So after the soothing and kind of reclaiming or getting that panic out of her brain, she's like dipped full back into investigative mode. And as she is holding tight onto Trigvi, um, she opens up her perceptions, blocks out everything else that's happening,
Mhm.
and focuses on the like flashbacking, like mental flashback of the entire encounter and kind of picking apart details. And I'd like to use
Okay.
that opportunity to, if you're cool with it, pursue a lead for the case that I've now decided to adopt of who sent them and like where are they from, and kind of picking out any kind of information or dropped knowledge that we might have missed in the heat of the moment of where did how did these individuals find us, I think is the first question of
Okay.
pursuing that
And
lead.
you're talking about the Iguacans, right?
I think, yeah, it's
Okay.
if it makes sense to focus on the humanoid, that would be cool, but
Yeah.
if that's
Yep.
a more direct line to get to that particular point in the questioning, I'll start with the Iguacans, like
Yep.
boring a
So
mental hole through the Iguacan body on the table if I have to, or something similar.
yep. So go ahead, go ahead and make that investigation roll, and just
Cool.
hold it for me.
Mhm.
Orion, I need you to give me a religion check.
Ooh. Okay. Would I have lost the second feat now? Second
Yeah,
condition?
for this roll, yeah, don't factor in the second for this roll.
That is a 16 plus a not occultism plus a 6. 22? 22.
So
I can math.
as your mind kind of rolodexes through your teachings, with what you felt and with the uh with the sky event that just happened, um Gorham has met their end, his end. Your god is dead.
He kind of fully sits back on his knees at this point. Kind of sits for a second, and then you just hear this mournful howl that sounds more animalistic than human. And then he'll kind of sit with his hands in his hair for a minute, and then try and clasp his hands in prayer, and is going to just scream the words of, "Please listen to me. Please show me a sign you're there. Please do not leave me like this." And he'll
Okay.
listen.
As go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I was finished.
Um, so as you all hear Orion scream out in anguish, um, what is y'all's reaction? Let's start. Ariete, let's start with you because you're right there.
Sorry.
Uh, just like stunned silence, right? Like I don't feel like there's anything I can do. And I don't know who you are. And I'm just gonna kind of just be here.
Okay. Trigvi.
I think they would losing a grip on noticing that Sinisa is like looking around trying to do something, with losing the grip a little bit, and just look over at Orion and hearing that howl, and just get this sense of especially with like the sky, if they can get this sense of worry, and like, what is it?
God is dead. The world is ending. Our Lord in iron lays beneath the soil.
The world is, and how sure are you of that? Or is that just how it feels?
I think the latter.
Well then, my condolences.
Your condolences. Your condolences help.
I know they don't. Silence feels wrong too.
I need to go home. I need to fix this. I need to find out what's happened. I can't go home.
Why not?
Failure is not seen kindly to my people.
I
And
think a god dying warrants some understanding. It's not really failure, is it? It's not your fault.
I failed them far before this. They would have my head on a pike before I even approached. I'll return to the temple, see which one I can find furthest out, and source answers.
Well, good luck with that.
He'll kind of set a hand to his chest, will bow his head. If it is quite all right with your people, I think this is where our paths diverge.
It seems like a good excuse to leave, yes. Looks at Sunisa as well, because obviously she was part of this deal.
Sinisa kind of snaps out of staring at the Iguacan and at the chaos that's happened, and refocuses back over on Orion. Goes, "You're leaving?"
For now, I will return. I will find you, and I believe I owed you something. And he will go sort of looking through his pockets and will produce the 5 shells that Sunisa gave him
Hmm.
and will offer them out.
Sinisa will let go of Trigvi and kind of meet half distance, with her hand out, and then like withdraw it. Uh you're gonna need that to pay for the boat ride back. So you're fine.
And I keep care of it.
Thank you. Uh, have fun. I'm I'd say I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't really understand what all that means, but I hope things turn out okay for you.
I appreciate your honesty. And he'll kind of turn a little bit to kind of Arietti and Trigby. I'll return as soon as the mission is complete.
All right, well, yeah.
Good
I say good luck, but yes, I don't know if luck is what you need right now. Farewell.
So, Orion, how does Orion exit the scene?
Yeah, he'll kind of button up his kind of war priest style robes, will remove the great sword, kind of scabbard that he has on his back, will drop it to sit at his hip instead, will turn with a sort of kind of swish of the coat and will make his way out.
All right. And as Orion walks out and disappears into the darkness of Port Bikal, we will. Is there anything? So, Sinisa, what was your investigation roll?
So I got a 22 with all
Okay.
bonuses on
Okay.
seeing if there is a clue or something.
Okay. So if it's okay with everyone, what I'm gonna do, Sinisa, is I'm going to write everything up and send it to you of the information you get from your investigation roll. And unless anyone, really quick question: what do you want to do with a green feathered iguacan? The one that's just currently knocked out.
Tie them up.
Toss them
Yeah, I was
out.
like,
Tie
yeah,
them
like tie them up
up.
so we can ask them questions when they wake up,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Like,
that's a smart one.
you know, who are you? Who are you with? Who sent you? You know.
Okay. So they are knocked out. So and it's going to take them a while to come to. You all did make arrangements to have a boat waiting for you in the morning. So it doesn't look like this individual is going to come to by that time. Carmen is now awake and is now within their facilities. They do. She does say that she will. What? However, you all want this green iguacan taken care of, she will. She will do that. So just let her know what you want done with the green iguacan, and she will take care of it.
We could. Yeah, I don't think we should miss the boat for this personally. Yeah,
I mean,
don't
I
know what
think,
would
yeah, I
the
don't think we should miss the boat either. But I think, we can give her, directions to like let him come to on his own, ask where he was from, make him like build a new table to fix the one that was burnt. Yeah, like
yeah,
reparations
exactly.
for the hacienda, and
Or also, because they are knocked out and they're not going to be, it's going to take them a good 8 hours to come to. You can take them with you. Just tie them up and kind of like just drag them with you.
Yeah, we could do that.
I'm not
We could
against
do that. I'm also not against it.
I have so many bad PG-13 rated plans if we do that.
Yeah, we could do that. Leave him knocked out, get a rest ourselves as well. Try and clean up around here as well and then in the early morning go to the boat with the guy.
Alrighty. So you are all able to you get a little bit of a rest. It's not long enough to get any spell slots back unless you have some sort of
I'm out of spell slots.
yeah. Or if for those of you that are injured, you can. I will allow a medicine check, and if you pass the DC, then you will in essence get a healing potion's worth of hit points back. So if anyone has been injured, go ahead and give me that medicine check now.
Okay.
I only took 7 points of damage, but I acted like I was hit. The infamous.
You got my healing as well.
I did. That's So I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna roll the medicine. I'm fine because of you.
I mean,
but...
I only took 3 points, but I'm rolling anyways. That's a 15.
A 15? Okay. So go ahead and of course I just closed the archives of Nethys. Hang on one second.
Healing potion is 1d8.
All right, so go ahead and give yourself a d8.
Why am I d8? That's a 1.
All right, so
it's fine. I only took like 3 points of damage, so I'm just missing 2 hit points now, but it's fine. I also have no spell slots, so don't expect anything from me.
okay. And then Arietti, did you want to?
I rolled an 18.
Okay. So you're good. So go ahead and give yourself a d8 of healing back.
That's going to be 4.
Okay. Alrighty. So that healing in essence is, you bandage yourself up and whatnot, and you all get at least a short nap before you all head out in the morning. You head out to the port, to which you find the dude who, of course,
Kyle.
Yep, you find Kyle waiting for you and his boat. Hang on 1 second. You find Kyle and his fishing boat waiting for you all.
We have a boat.
That's a pretty big boat.
It's so pretty.
And Kyle says, "Welcome aboard, everybody on." And that is where we will end today's session. So,
Yee.
whew, that was good. That was good, y'all. All right. So let's go through so everyone can say their goodbyes, and then of course if you want to go ahead and advertise anything that you all might have going on, by all means. Let's start with Magpie. Go ahead and let us know what you got going on.
Cool. Howdy, I'm Magpie. You can find me most places at Antique Horror. Going on at the minute. So streaming in sort of support of AKT, which is a charity that helps to get sort of LGBT youth in housing in the UK. We're streaming next week on Friday. We're playing Call of Cthulhu with the Misadventurers League. You can catch us on Twitch about 7:30 UK time. Yeah, that's kind of what I've got going on at the minute.
Okay, awesome. And unfortunately, Magpie is going to be taking a step back from the game, so we're not going to be seeing them in the next session. But hopefully, the session after that, or the session after that, we will see Orion back in the game. So you will be missed, because Orion is really cool, and I really enjoyed your character. Um, Connor, go ahead and let us know what you got going on.
Cool. Hi, I'm Connor. I've been playing Sinisa, the investigator. I am in. Hang on, gotta get them all lined up. So you can find me here on the Vibe Tribe. I'm a part of the Gaia Chronicles, which is every other Monday. So our next stream for that is tomorrow. I'm also in Between the Pros, which is every other Sunday, which is not today, but a week from today. For that one, I'm also going to be a part of the Halfling Wizard Twitch channel, where I'll be a part of Riku's roguelite 5th edition short shot campaign, which we're very excited about. It's a roguelike game set in 5th edition. It's going to be super awesome. I'll also be a part of the Liminal Blink, which is being run by Dan, and that will also be on the Halfling Wizard channel. So please subscribe to Vibe Tribe as well as over there and see me in all of those things, as well as all of our other games, which are super fun and exciting. And I think that's it for me. Oh, and El Juego. I'm in that one. That's the one.
That's this game
Right.
here.
There we
That's
go.
us.
See?
Woo!
Yeah. It
All
says right there. Love it.
And Alice, go ahead and give us your outro.
Hello, I'm Alice. I played Arietti, the level 2 monk, and I just finished up being in the New Jersey Renaissance Fair. My weekends are open again, and so I have returned. Uh, and I am seen here as Arietti, and I am occasionally a guest on the Biconics, which is a wrestling podcast thing. So you can hear my my opinions from like the common folk side because I don't really watch wrestling all that much. So you get a, let's call it, unique perspective from me.
All right, and finally, Anna Riley, what do you got going on?
Hi, I'm Anna or Riley, whichever one you prefer. I use them pronouns, and I'm definitely human. You can find me literally anywhere at Peculiar Planets. I'm on pretty much every social media. Today I was playing Trickby, the Shadow Sorcerer Elf. I am every Thursday at 7 p.m. UK time. I'm playing Vampire the Masquerade over at the Misadventures League. And I am also in a Pride one shot that Magpie mentioned next week. So definitely tune in for that.
All right, and I am Adolfo, the nerdy Puerto Rican. Stay tuned for our next game. We'll be posting that up soon. And yeah, tune into the Biconics if you like my dulcet tones. Even though I'm not there, there's some weird luchador guy called El Buntador 2 who's been muscled me out of a bunch of my Biconics gigs. So you know, if you like that sort of thing, go check out the Biconics. It is part of Vibe Tribe. And yeah, if I could just have my players when we cut, just don't go anywhere, so we can do some housekeeping. But as for the rest of the folk out there, have a happy Pride. I didn't say that at the beginning, and I apologize. Have a happy Pride. You are seen, you are important, and we love you for who you are. And I'm Adolfo, the nerdy Puerto Rican. Hablamos luego.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another Vibe Tribe production. What's going to happen next time? Well, you're going to have to tune in to find out. But until then, remember, take care of yourself, love one another, and as always, make sure that you keep the good times rolling. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time.